Indigestion is a great spell.
Live, so they can hear us rambling while we're.
I'm thinking dagger in hand. That's your two-handed like dual wielding.
Dagger and meat tenderizer.
Meat cleaver.
Oh, yeah, tenderizer definitely.
Yeah. You can make a meat tenderizer ball. It's like a 1d6 1d6 piercing.
I'm not saying that I'm going to do a chef build anytime soon.
That's what you would be like. I'm not saying I'm going to be, but I'm going to be.
Chef build sounds hilarious. Chef build sounds like ideally hilarious.
No, that was
still the greatest thing.
Yeah, I still love
There are parts of me that make me sad that the fact that I've really failed further off the path of being a librarian than a monk lately. Because I was just like, my initial idea for the character, because the monk class was significantly weaker, was to just be the guy who was there with the party. Just to be like, I can recommend a good book on strategy. It's just like, you guys can hold out.
You guys understand the Dewey Decimal System?
Like, it's a simple organizing philosophy and principle. And then he's a erudite. He has like great use of big words. So it's just like every time I think of it, you guys see why he's vanished.
I think that'd be great. Even better. I have an extra cam thing somewhere. Where did I put it? Ah, there it is. Thank you. And there. Alright, so this one's for Joe here.
Only gave me a limited period of pleasure.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just lining up cams because I gotta do this like every time, pretty much.
It's the best part.
It's my favorite.
It's the best part of waking up. Yeah. I should probably get me.
I'll tell you a terrible joke.
I'm still not even water.
I'll tell you a terrible joke about that.
So,
No.
Fishing enthusiast.
The artificer.
And fishing enthusiast, artificer, and fishing enthusiast bard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, chef bard.
Classic culinary arts bard.
Yeah, I think so. I think never having an instrument, but he just has knives and those. That's my strategy.
Or like Daniel's like a castle. That's his weapon of choice.
Like
he has hands as drums.
Yeah. Instead of playing music, I would just make a charcuterie board. And be like, feast everyone.
Yeah. So as an action or as a bonus action, instead of doing music to inspire everybody, he's tossing out snacks.
Snack of rest.
Yeah.
Snack of resting. Yeah.
Would you like support
the snack of resting are really just weed gummies. Take this. Here, some melatonin.
Oh.
I'd just be like, here, I have a cheese plate. Anyone want some cheese? Cheese platter.
All right, here, let me run credits real quick, guys.
Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where legends collide. Action Surge, it's time to embark on a podcast journey where dungeons spark. Venture forth with warriors true in the world of D&D. We welcome you.
fight critic, meta enthusiast who's just constantly pointing out the flaws in everyone's fight
the
post combat.
armchair marshal
Yeah,
prowess
it's just
guy.
like,
Yeah.
why did you use the hammer? You could have instead pulled out your short sword and had a stronger and quicker movement.
He's like the John Madden of fight scenes, you know, like he
Here's
clearly
what you do.
he clearly should have used the glaive right here.
In the
Here's what you
80s,
did
there was a
wrong.
TV show or a movie. There was a movie in the 80s called The Dungeon Master.
I
And I
remember
watched it
that.
because I thought it was going to be about Dungeons and Dragons. And it
Eh.
sort of a little kind of bit was, but there was the premise was it was like a techno wizard doing all this crazy shit. And that's the first thing I thought of when you said that video class.
Just the screen to do just, hey, I could see it all, everyone. Just constantly talking about how he views the world.
Well, hold on. Technically, there is, what is it? The one who uses the crystal ball, the diviner. The diviner would technically.
That's actually that's perfect. Yes. Just being a diviner who loves watching
But
people.
yeah, but his crystal's just vaguely shaped like a CRT TV. Old CRT. It's got like the
Like, I wanted a bigger
concave
one so I
lens
could see more.
or convex
And
lens.
some people's lives, like watching television too. Just like one moment I'm looking at a village at war, and the next moment I was like, I don't like this. And then I'm watching like a housewife slowly come to terms with the death of her husband. I'm just like, this is entertainment.
Do you guys remember where you were kind of or no? Need a refresher?
Kind of.
Okay, so you were at the entrance to a Grell cave. Caladurin, I believe that's her name, Caladurin. She brought you here to show you this Grell nest, and she showed you this like super hidden door that like I think only I think it was either was it Stephanie or Folidar? Was it Jessa that saw it?
I think it was Jessa.
Yeah, Jessa saw this door, but it was like not Caladurin, that's the god. Carmenarin. Carmenarin.
Here we go. Now the Carmen
Was
era, I
it you?
remember.
Was it you that saw it too?
Yeah, I thought Januka was one of the ones who saw it.
Okay, yeah.
I believe so. Let me just take the roll real quick, 'cause I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Really good.
Yeah. But anyway, she showed you this like one of them illusionary wall type things. And she showed you like that was the way to where you could get past the thing, but then she showed you another thing that was like a hidden wall, and you guys were able to find this Grell nest, and she and basically you guys are free to go back to the city and plan, or you guys could like kind of just go head on now. And I think I'm not positive, but I think you guys were talking about maybe going back to the city and making a plan, but I can't remember.
Thought we forgo the plan and was like, let's get through this one section, see where we're at, and maybe go back then.
That was what I remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
They were
and,
just
and,
like,
and basically the idea was you could go south of the Grell nest and avoid the Grell nest altogether. But then you're going through a more treacherous area and possibly encountering purple worms also again.
Yeah, we
And
just
we chose-
little bit by little bit, maybe lot by lot. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
And then Ka, I don't have you on the map yet.
Yes, because Ka was behind us by a day because of.
Yep.
Yeah, he was doing a thing.
I was learning some new spells.
Yeah.
I have been chosen.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Did
He
you
was
get
chosen
those?
this.
Were you able to get those on your spell sheet? Or did I tell you what they
I
were?
do have the two spells. I
Okay.
have Wyvern Watch and Prayer.
Prayer. Yep. Okay.
Very nice.
Does the Wyvern Watch have different wrist straps?
Different wrist straps.
Okay, I get it. My Wyvern watch.
You'll
What
be
time?
like, wow, sick watch.
What time is it?
Call.
Well, it's either 6:15 or the Wyvern has a heart on. I mean, sorry.
The main thing, not laughing at that one for the sake of my community.
For the sake of my community, for the sake of my fellow man. All right.
I must
All right.
oppose
There's
the
Ka.
decency.
Ka. You kind of catch up to them. Um, a day later, like they said. Because I believe that you guys either took a long rest here or you guys were heading back to the city. But I think you guys decided to stay here. I think that's why I left you on this map, but I don't remember for sure.
I
This
basically
sounds
thought
right.
that we were like we have to play it out to see what's there.
I think we were gonna scout.
Yeah, like we were trying to do that and just kind of leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then I think you guys were and were we going to? I believe I asked you, but I'm not positive. Were we going to kind of like hand wave the scouting thing, or like set up and do some rolls and then kind of hand wave it, or did you guys want to like run through it like all the way?
It's up to
That
you.
depends. What? Yeah, like what do when you envision the scouting? Is there anything that we gain that might change our decision to scout into a decision to fight?
Um, just you could gain insight and guess like how many are there. Um, someone made Fulidar, you made a 23 survival check just
I believe
recently,
that was the case. Yes.
and then somebody else. Okay, and then I told you that you knew a bunch of stuff about the Grell.
Yeah, that's when he did. It was nice. It was the only one I got the entire day.
And then
One was
Joe had a 20. And one of the things that that you knew about the Grell is that they have like blind sight. They basically have no sight, but except for the blind sight, which
The
is
flashbanging is not gonna work here.
so which is kind of good in a way because you know like where you guys are in relationship to the first Grelly that you see like hovering there. You know that you are basically all but invisible. You know, like if you
History check
start
to
making
ask the
noise,
question.
then you start making noise, then you'll be visible. But so you want a history check to do what now?
I want a history check to ask you a question here because I want to know how do you consider blind sight? Is it that the other senses are enhanced, or that they just can see despite blindness?
I feel like it's more like they can see despite blindness, like a Daredevil blind sense type of thing, kind of deal.
That's what I was asking because
Like
Daredevil's senses are
echolocation.
like,
Eruptions in the air and
yeah, his are like over enhanced senses allow him to basically see.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, one of us does have a spell
Yep.
that specifically makes a very loud noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That has been paying off for us.
Yeah, and they are immune to being blinded, but they are not immune to being deafened. So that might be useful, but it's not. They don't have like specifically keen senses. They do have blind sight. So
and I will warn you, I can make a lot of noise, but that might entice some other things to come interrupt us.
I'm not a fan of those things.
so I would think
As you're
something like a
already-
radar sensor, like an echolocation type of but without making the noise. Kind of like they probably, since they're big brains, I feel like there's constantly a big brain wave emanating from them, and it just is whether or not they sense this stuff within their invisible brainwave.
And that leaves a shapeshifter like myself completely useless then.
That's
my,
correct.
My greatest strength
Were you
is of
planning
the
on
visual
shifting
illusion.
into a brain?
I was planning on trying.
And
And I was like, minor illusion, but that's not going to work any well.
yeah, that's true.
No.
But can
No,
their brain sense darkness? I say as I vanish for a second, just for comedic effect.
I would also imagine that like it doesn't say that they are, but like any illusion that doesn't have any auditory components, I would imagine are useless against them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all I was thinking. I was like, it has to be completely useless.
Why don't we do this?
How about we kill them in secret?
Send a little bit of sneaky up ahead. We can easily find them. So we send a couple sneakies. Once we locate them, we wait for the light meters to, catch up and the loud ones. And as it starts to do that, the sneakies will be hidden and then be behind it as it comes after you in the light.
I hate when
Belgrand
computers are too
Arvidia
weird
said,
stuff.
those who underestimate stealth often find it to be very overestimated.
What?
In short
The
terms-
hell did you just say?
In short terms, by thinking that we are stealthy, we often find that stealth is not the solution.
Oh.
In shorter terms, I'm not sure if stealth will work against them.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Very well.
Fulladar gives you the idea that they would be they would have blind sight out to about 60 feet.
Yes,
How
Voldemort
about we
is a very
just-
roundabout way of saying, does that work when they can sense us?
Oh, we just killed them quietly like assassins. If we go
Yeah.
through this.
Wait.
That's
Is
what
it Tessa or Jessica Curley?
He's
Just
very
right.
Darn it. I
quietly.
would caution well. I don't know exactly how well they're sensing us at the moment.
Well, clearly they totally could see us because we got a
So-
bright light within 60 feet of them.
yeah, so it'd be
So why they're not
it'd be
attacking
there.
is the
It'd be
question.
it'd be there. They're
Because
not
we're
within
not
60
moving.
feet.
Okay. I was like, we're not moving. Do we have to stay perfectly
And this one,
still?
you guys had remembered, like when you were watching, it was kind of just doing this sentinel,
have to be-
sentinel guarding
yeah, we-
thing, where it was kind of going back and forth, in a sort of a somewhat of a pattern.
Right. Yeah, we watch its pattern so we can sneak up when it ain't looking and kind of get in a little hidden spot.
Darkness
type of
currently right now, correct?
You guys are, yeah, everything's dark. Yep.
All right, perfect. So you know what I'm gonna do? It's testing time. I'm gonna take what Grandaloo said into consideration, and now I'm about to shadow step. Hopefully not into my demise, because we all know I have a reputation for things going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Well, here, let's
So-
do this. We can I'll put up a turn order real quick,
Let's roll initiative.
and then yeah, we can roll
That
initiative
what's
real
the
quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. You know what? There's that option. Yeah. Character sheet.
Shadow step.
I love it.
Wow,
Awesome. Where is
Hey.
it?
that's insane. This is very insane. I can't believe this is happening to me.
That's right. That's right.
It's crazy. Joe and I are the two who are trying to take initiative, and we somehow managed to be last in the turn order.
You act as though this is somehow surprising to you.
I mean, do you get a surprise action since you were
Right.
the one initiating?
Great question. But I like the idea that him and I have been arguing about what to do, and then everyone else was just moving while we were talking.
You
about it.
could
I like that. That's awesome.
you could also
Maybe some
make
more.
a stealth check for Fulladar there. That'll be
But
helpful.
you know it. That's my bread and butter. Although there are like two people in the party that are better at it than me for some reason. Build strong, folks. That's the lesson we learn. A nat 20.
Look at that.
Bad.
The shadows, they listen to me.
Make this dagger of venom. Wrong thing. Make that dagger of
This dagger
venom.
of-
That dagger of venom is going to be the end of turn order thing. Okay, so what'd you get? Nat 20, really?
I got a nat 20.
Nice. Okay.
The natural.
All right. So you just know that it's about timing, and you know that the Grell seems to be doing the same pattern over and over. You know that it's gonna make its move here in a second. Ka, you have a preemptive thing on everybody if you wanted to do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust that Voladar knows what he's doing, and I'm going to preemptively cast Bless.
Okay.
Polidar starts. He locks in. He goes into his mind palace. He starts considering all of the facts of the books that he's read over the years. He sees it all. The pattern laid out perfectly. The plan is clear.
Yeah.
We've got to kill this thing.
Okay, so um, so then the Grell kind of does its thing, and it starts moving, doing its rounds, so to speak. You do know that it gets close to being able to see you guys, like within the right amount of area. Um, but it never seems to kind of veer your way per se. And then Jessa, you get ready to do something. Um, Fuladar, you're kind of like biding your time, like you've been watching this thing go back and forth, and you've got the time down to basically your initiative roll is half of what its movement thing was. So you kind of like you're thinking in your head, well, okay, so if I go at this time, it'll be just when it's on the other side of the cave, like or whatever kind of thing. So.
Our brains are in sync here, Brian. I'm definitely gonna shadow step right here around that time where it gets close, giving me just enough time to deal some damage.
All right, so Jess, are
In theory.
you gonna do anything before?
It's not what I wanted to do.
I don't know if you're watching, Eugene, but I can't answer the phone right now, obviously, because I'm on stream.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, we're gaming, dog.
Game dog.
That sounds like a good name for a game company
I have
or a
a
game
question.
store.
If I cast Fairy Fire on it, would that alert it to combat
Yes.
or just
On the Grell?
Yes.
yes? So it technically just glows.
I don't know that it
If you
would.
if you start glowing, would that not alert you something was wrong?
Yeah, but it
he's
can't see it.
blind.
You
But
can't
the
see it
problem
though.
is I can't shadow step
Oh,
because
that's
there's light.
true. That's true. And it is
But
just a faint glow, so it wouldn't really produce light. Just
Yeah, there's no. I don't
think
think
the
there's any
question is-
feeling coming from it.
Do they know they're making a save?
Yeah. So the thing is like I guess it's kind of since it's a dex save, so I think there might be something that would be an incoming movement that it might sense.
yeah.
Because the flames would be, the flames kind of flicker and move and whatever, and I think that maybe even though they couldn't see it, they could kind of sense the movement from it, even though it doesn't actually
I
affect
feel like
them or
they kind of
damage them.
settle on you.
So,
That's right.
but I tell you what, since you are a stealthy kind of person, you could make a stealth roll and try to sort of stealth cast it in the way that you've seen sorcerers do subtle spell.
Oh,
All right, so now you just gotta see if it rolls higher, and it didn't. Am I whispering to myself? Hold on one second. Did that come out? Can you guys see that roll?
No, it's not.
Nope.
That's okay.
Hold on,
We
let me
trust
fix
you.
that. It's a 6. It's a 15. So it didn't. He did not see. There we go. Whisper toggle. There we go. Yeah. So it did not notice the thing. So it automatically is going to fail the dex save on this. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Rebby. So yeah. So I'm going to rule that would work. And it would not notice at this point in time. Hang on, let me find it.
I don't know, man.
alright. I'll put that in the chat so we can all see.
Templates and assets for every 5e spell. Okay,
Opponents are vocal. Orange, outlined in blue, green, or violet, creature.
there we go. Here we go.
The area becomes outlined, it says. Any creature in it. I didn't know that part. The old fairy fire just outlined the creatures, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it does kind of make sense. It outlines the area too, because it kind of like the idea
Yeah,
of
and it's
fairy
and it's a
fire.
20-foot cube, which like for me the whole idea of the deck save kind of makes sense because that's all AOE's just about are deck saves, but it doesn't actually do
Mhm.
damage. But here, well I'll let it. You know what? I'm gonna let it make a deck save anyway, just to see. I guess it just doesn't know. It failed the deck save too, though. So
All right.
well, it actually would have made the deck save on that, I think. But I think your spell save DC is wrong.
My DC
Well-
is 15.
Is it? Oh, okay.
If let me ask you this.
Oh, disadvantage,
If,
right? Yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah, I
right.
was say it doesn't know.
is there any way it was that would have disadvantage?
Yep, disadvantage. Yep. Yeah, because it didn't notice the incoming spell. So yeah. So
Yeah. Stealthy spell. Nice. All right, cool. Verified. Very easy to hit. Now kick its ass.
I'm assuming that's an okay radius kind of thing. I don't know if you can even see it right there. Can you guys see that?
Oh yeah, that's seeable.
I'd have to look through your guys' eyeballs here. Let me do that. Oh yeah, yeah, you can see there. Yeah, it's wide open there. Yep. All right, and Januka, are you going to do anything? You can see Fulidar is like kind of like he looks like he's kind of hunched back like a little bit, where he's like kind of like crouched a little bit, and he's got his hands to his sides, and you can see he's getting ready to kind of spring into action at just the right moment.
First of all, I want to move up 10 feet, so I'm within 60 feet of the creature. And can I hold my action till after Fulidar goes?
Yes, but you do know that when you move within 60 feet of the creature, that it will be able to see you.
Okay, I'll wait till after Fulidar goes, and then I'll move my 10 feet, because
No one wait till I need to.
I went take and cast Spiritual Hammer, which is 60 feet range.
Gotcha. Okay.
That makes.
So you're holding your action, and your action is going to be as soon as Fulidar goes, you're going to move into position and cast Spiritual Hammer.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. And then Fulidar, you're going to go now to wherever you're going to go.
I cast the dark magics around me. Sorry, the dark shadows around me. And like a veil, I pulled them across, shrouding me. So I then step right here. And the goal was that in its step pattern, when it got to this point, I was going to shadow step here and make my attack.
Okay. All right. So, hang on. Let me put that to the back, actually. Oh, no. Go back. Where were you? Hang on. I got
The power of advantage is that the unseen eye cannot perceive.
Okay. So when it moves up to like here, is that what you're saying?
So if I remember its pattern, yeah, that's it right there.
Okay. And then Januka, put yourself into place where you're going to be. You're going to be like here, right?
Oh, without that.
There. Okay. There. Okay.
Measure,
Okay.
just to make sure. Okay, yeah.
And then we're going to grab a hammer. And essentially this will go off like yours will go off a hair before Fulidar's, but
That's fine.
Where is templates? There it is. Is that? There we go. Okay, where are you gonna put this here?
Roll 18.
Does Bless also buff spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Oh.
And don't forget actually for who all was blessed, by the way.
I did a second level
I
bless.
was.
I blessed everyone except myself.
Everyone. Okay. All right. So that would also have been for your stealth roll. That would have also been a 1d4, and for your stealth roll, it would have also been a 1d4, and yours was already net 20. So, but for
I'm so stealthy, I
Stephanie's,
cannot
it would have
even.
been an extra 1d4 also. Hold on. Let me do this. Put the little blessy symbol on everybody. Bloop. For some reason, Janukas is already on her still. Still, I left it. I forgot to take it off. Apparently, either that or I updated her token with that. Maybe. Not sure. She's always blessed. All right.
So 18 hit.
18 does hit. Yeah, it's kind of fleshy.
It takes 10 damage.
Okay, and all right. So Folidar, what are you gonna do?
So now that I've Shadow Step, I have advantage. Plus the advantage given to me by Fairy Fire is still in effect. I take it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so it's advantage +1. You know what I'm taking. You know what every brain's greatest weakness is? A concussion. So let's go ahead and take the quarterstaff, and we're just gonna hard thwack on surprise here with the advantage +1.
All right.
Cast CTE.
Right? I cast concussion protocol. All right, so two-handed, and then I have 2 attacks with the quarterstaff, I believe. But since I used my bonus to Shadow Step, we're just gonna add a +1 in this situation. So that's a 24, because I don't have like a +1 meter.
Right.
And then
Plus a D4, but I don't think it matters.
it didn't apply it. That's weird. I swear it should have. Let me see.
Yeah, it should have, but it didn't.
No, it didn't. So let's go
did
ahead
not.
and roll it. That's strange. It's a 1. So
25.
So 25. And then I'm gonna do another attack really quickly here.
Sure. Yeah.
17 plus the bless. What the heck? I don't feel very
Plus
blessed
one's
right
plus
now.
one.
So yeah, it's 19. So 25 and a 19 for 11.
Is blessed
And
rolling
14
right? Oh,
damage.
you are rolling 1d4. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So 25 damage total.
25. Nice. Okay. All right. You hear it let out some kind of ear-piercing shriek, and though you think it's a shriek, everybody that's back by where Jessa and Januka and Carr, like everybody back in the other area, they don't hear it at all.
Ah, yes. My knowledge of Grells made this very clear that this would occur.
It's almost like a mental scream in your mind.
Foolish Grells. You've fallen straight into my trap of being defenseless. Everyone help!
All right, Grandolith.
It's focusing on me. Man, that was the plan.
Oh wait, also wait. First, is that it for Folidar?
Yeah, I can't use any bonus action because I shadow stepped.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
So I move
I
up
just
here.
didn't know if you had a. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
That's 30 foot, right? From here.
It looks like it. Yeah.
All right. Is this a lodge right here?
It's 35, but we'll give it to you.
Is that a
Oh wait, no,
ledge?
yeah, 30. Yep.
All right, now
So
from
there is
here-
a wall. Yeah. So if
That's a wall.
it is very dark in here. And purposefully
Could
so.
I be up here?
Oh yeah. That's just like a small little ledge.
Oh. How far is this? 30 feet?
This right here is probably this is probably 5 to 8 feet up.
I'm just going to teleport to him with my bonus action.
And this ledge up here is probably like it says another 10 feet up from this rock.
Yeah, I'm just going to shadow step up.
Okay.
Blessing of the Raven Queen. I have resistance to damage this round. A bunch of them. I'm not sure exactly which. We'll worry about it if I get hit by anything. But for now, it's going to eat. Oh, let's see. This. And this.
Hold on.
I had to grab my Night Below book.
You might want to. Okay, so wait. Those are 2 separate attacks, right, Joe?
I believe so, yes.
You would get advantage.
Something's
'Cause
going
it's
on.
very-
Yeah. And
Something happened, and I got sent to the very top. So when I looked, I thought I was rolling with advantage because it was right at
Oh, yeah,
my
no.
attack.
The first one was.
So
a fail.
this one here, yeah, I'll take that as my advantage on that one.
Yep. And then just do
Oh,
another
this
one.
is that girl sword. but whatever.
Yeah, and then just do another one.
And then I will roll again. Sorry. Give me a second.
All right, so that's 13 damage for that.
Well, sorry, I didn't roll advantage again. And then this one I'll use my backstab on.
Okay.
It's so far down. Oh, what is that? There it is. Oof. Oof.
All right, so another 18 total, right?
18.
Can I see? Yeah, yeah. Can I see anybody? Any other of these nasties? Nope, just the one.
You
All
hear
right.
you hear that shriek. This time both of you hear it because you're close enough, but like it's almost like emanating from the Grell, but it's almost it's like a shriek in your mind almost, and it drops to the ground with a kind of a wet thump.
A wet thump. Very nice. Very nice.
And
Voice.
and then like the whole area like it's extremely quiet. Like
All right.
like it has suddenly gotten like very quiet, you know.
Make sure it's dead.
Um, it seems dead. Yes. Go ahead. You can make a medicine check if you wanted to, or a nature survival check. Well, probably survival.
I'm
Actually.
just gonna wait for the next person to stick a sword in it.
All right.
Not dead yet. Make sure it's dead.
In fact, I'm
The
feeling
fact that I can
better.
no longer hear the screech, it could just be like, oh, oh, oh. Of course, it would attack a mind more brilliant than itself.
Medicine. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's still
do I
alive.
have the
still.
You
Grell
wish
nest?
that was the case.
Do I have
I
the
don't think
Grell
it's
nest
dead
map
yet.
in here?
Yeah, you're just gonna keep. Let's just keep smashing at it just to be sure.
Nope, it's on another. It's on another poster. Sorry, Mario. Our princess is in another castle. Anyway, yeah. Looking at the night below posters, poster maps.
That's craziness. Crazy talk. Crazy talk.
Okay,
What am I
so
This. No. This. This. That's it. All right. Oh, I wonder whose turn it is.
it is Kaw's turn.
Oh no.
That could be.
This
That
could be scary.
I mean, the only enemy I see is dead, so I'm just gonna start walking forward. I think we're. I'll be very, very cautiously walking forward.
all right. Yeah.
Onside. Question.
Yes.
Can we? I noticed that the ground is very not smooth in
Yeah.
the fairy fire area.
Yeah. You can see like it is like rife with spiky flooring, but
Okay.
it is it is pretty like much just like stalagmites, but like
Okay,
it
so
is
like
it
tall
is
enough that nobody would step on them per se.
yeah, but it is like it does make the terrain there a little bit difficult.
Okay. Whew. Good thing the strategy worked out.
No, I just thought that'd be a great title for a like a session or an episode. We can call it KAWS, like KAW for Ka. Do
Yeah.
Cause for concern.
Cause for concern. That's perfect.
That'd be a good episode
That's the
title. I think.
tagline.
All right. 1 second.
Now I just had this image of Carl occasionally saying it as a pun, just being like, I don't know, guys. This gives me a little cause for concern.
Oh,
Carl,
Lord.
why do you keep doing
I mean,
that?
everything we do kind of does.
It's his did I do that? Just throw it in every session.
At some point, you gotta think maybe it's me.
Call mate. I really think you gotta go see a therapist about your issues.
No,
So
wait.
I do just caution the team, just like a little difficult in this area, but he appears to be the only one in the immediate premises.
All
There.
right.
Well coordinated attack, friends.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys seem to move up. Doesn't seem to
Yeah.
be anything like immediately like, jumping out at you or anything like that for, you know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm. From
You want
here
to check
on.
that little bumpy ground area real quick?
So are
Make sure.
we
There.
out
Are
of
we
combat?
yeah,
Movement?
you're
bad
yeah, you're
turn
you're
order?
basically out of turn order. I mean,
Oh,
Because I would
if you
walk
guys
up.
get if you guys get too crazy, then we'll just like throw it back in the same turn order for now, and then we'll roll initiative.
I
It'll
would
work
Gotcha.
walk
out.
up and actually put call on my shoulder.
Okay. I,
Okay, you guys
I,
do
Nate
I,
just
notice.
now like, oh,
I accept. You scare me. You like pick me up from behind. Ah. Oh.
No, I got in front of you before I picked you
Okay.
up. So
I would like to give my inspiration to call.
Uh,
Is what I would say. Give
this
inspiration.
right here, you guys notice is a like a little like side alcove. You
Okay.
figure that probably when the guard Grell, like maybe that's like the Grell version of a guard house, or like that, maybe that's where its sleeping territory was. I don't, it's hard to say because you're not 100% sure. Even though you got a really good roll, you know a lot about Grell like abilities and like their uh, habits
20, but
habits and stuff like that. You're not a whole like you're not too sure about their habitat and their ecology and stuff like that. So
We've
wait.
been pretty quiet so far. Why
More
don't we
important
just
thing.
sneak down there and take a look?
Yeah, I was like more important thing is that remember I have zero knowledge of deep dark.
yeah,
Apparently, it's canon because I keep rolling bad on deep dark related things.
right.
And so, even though I know Grails very well,
Yeah,
the
it's only
Grail's behavior in the deep dark is new to
yeah,
me.
it's only from stuff you've read basically. It's like so you've not read any like ecologies of or the biome of the Grell kind of thing. Like
Won't sell me any books down here, which is really frustrating.
all right. So
there probably
so
are. They
if you
just
notice there are this also ends here in a like kind of a cul-de-sac dead end type thing. And
All right.
if you notice wherever there's spikes like you see there, that's difficult terrain. So
Okay.
you do
Perfect.
know
we
that
got more spikes.
you do know that if you go up in here, I don't know if you can see around that or over that, but hang on one second. Oh, Control L. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's where I'm sneaking.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah, so you can't see around this bottom end here, but it
Mhm.
looks like it might be like it goes back into like an alcove of some sort.
Okay.
I will sneak up there. Take a look.
Yeah, I'm
Give
gonna.
me
I'm
that
gonna
stealth
go
roll.
ahead and. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Grandalif, guys. It often seems that being in pairs works better for everyone here.
Yeah. Did you ever roll that 1d4 to add to your stealth, Steph?
Oh wait.
No,
I double checked it. I believe that's just guidance for ability checks. Bless is
Oh,
for saving
gotcha.
throws
Yeah,
and
yeah.
attack
Okay.
rolls.
Yep. Gotcha. Attack rolls. Yeah. And saving throws. That's right. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I guess it wouldn't have worked on your guys' stealth, but okay. But 16 is still decently high. I just all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So do I need to sell too since I'm going with Grandalif?
Well, you already got a good roll there. You're
Okay.
good for
Nat
a little
20.
bit here.
So I'm just. I'm
But
a sneaky
Grandalith,
boy.
did you make a stealth roll? You did. 18.
Yeah.
18.
I rolled with
Okay.
18.
All right. Good deal. All right. You know. I'm gonna mess with your character sheet momentarily.
With mine?
Yeah. I don't like how it's not putting your name in there anymore.
Oh.
I gotta fix that, man. Hold on one second.
All right.
It could be anybody rolling those.
Right.
Here,
Good.
show global attack modifier field. We'll add that, and we'll do. Where'd it go?
Oh, you tell me. I hit it. Tired of your evil
There's a
tricks.
thing where it's like it shows your add character name to templates. There it is on. There we go. Okay. All right. So Cobb, are you going down? Basically, when you guys go down there, Fulladar and Grandolith, you see it does end in a small alcove again. Like there's some bioluminescent moss and fungus growing down there, and you do see like a couple bones.
Interesting.
So like this was probably where at least one of the Grell kind of hung out and slept or rested or whatever. If they, assuming they do that, like
Right. It's got to eat.
I have a question.
it rests.
For flavor.
It does rest sometimes, but you don't know if it actually sleeps as we think about it. Go ahead.
I have a question for flavor.
Yes.
Is it possible that the Grell, when they're not busy being guards, tend to use bones as toys? They would have no other use of them.
Probably not. They probably eat them though. So maybe. I
I'm just
don't
thinking that
I don't think they would use toys so much.
They use
But
them as
but I
snacks.
would say
I'll ask because I want to just throw out a random fact about Grells to Grandolith for no reason.
well I would
But
say
as
I would say that
You
you
could
do
just
think
lie.
They can use tools, some of the more advanced ones. So
yeah. They
maybe.
have tentacles like an octopus and they're pretty brainy so they probably would use them as tools to some degree maybe.
Okay, I'll
They're
use
like
that
puzzles.
instead. Yeah, I'll be like, I have you know, Grandolith, the Grell is actually one of the more intelligent creatures, and it tends to make various puzzles and tools out of bones for its victims.
You're
Interesting.
lucky I'm not there.
I pull aside my cloak and reveal the shrunken mind flayer head, and don't say anything. I just walk back to the rest of the party.
I don't know exactly how that conversation went.
Should I be nervous? Uh-huh.
I'm just like, it's like he just basically
God.
one up me.
You're doing all
I
kinds
don't
of weird
even
stuff.
understand it. Just I can't. What does that even mean? Like, I just,
I don't know why it's got to mean anything.
you know, the man has a point.
We're not into it. We're gonna go sneak around and check this direction, I guess. Oh, they ran ahead without us. We'll have to catch up. See, while you're back there talking about bones and shit, they're running off ahead of us, gonna get killed.
Yeah, okay.
I just sought to educate.
All right, so Stephanie, you are way up ahead there now. Hold on one second. I'm having technical difficulties, of course. Difficulties. I just call them difficulties because you know.
Technically, I'm in difficult terrain, so I'm moving a little on the slow side.
I'm in difficult terrain too with the roll 20.
That was
apparently.
brilliant.
I'm kind of hanging back because I'm not the stealthiest of the party. So
Make a Jessa, make a perception check for Jessa.
Dun dun dun.
Why am I rolling so low?
Gotta get him out of the way.
I approve. It's okay. We'll be there to save you shortly. Just don't die the first couple rounds.
Oh, please, I won't die.
Okay. One second here. Stop being so slow. Roll 20. Anyway.
I'll be fair though. Not a single member of this party's died on me yet.
It's like I feel lucky.
You haven't been around Foldar long enough. He's the only one who has actually died several times.
Yes. Yes. It's great that we all can reminisce in the past and things that will surely never happen again.
I think
You
I can count on one hand the number of times I've taken damage.
Taking damage. I like that. That's good. That's the way it should be.
you hear the sound of. Oh wait, you didn't roll it yet. Oh yeah, you did. 13. Okay. Well, 13. Probably not where you're at. You won't hear the one sound, but you'll hear the other sound. So you hear the sound of like a little bit of like a scraping noise coming from ahead and possibly around the corner.
Ahead. Where's its body? Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, wait, wait! I got a soundboard for that. I'm at. Anyway, so.
I'm going to give a signal to the back team, assuming people are following me, to indicate there's potential danger ahead. And by the way, I'm going to drop fairy fire.
Okay.
Fairy fire.
Well, I'm
Drop
stuck in the
concentration.
light, can't see you. And everyone else is behind the light and can't see you, and he's in the light and can't see you. So,
All right.
Light.
isn't he got a light radius around him because he can't see?
Who's
That's
that?
my aura.
Oh,
that's
that's
your
just,
aura?
that's just his aura. Yeah.
Paladin aura.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
just an aura. Sweet. All
Yeah.
right.
So actually, you wouldn't be able to see, right? Or do you have night vision right now?
I have night vision.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. What's your aura do?
It's
Like-
You do.
gives you +3 for your saving throws. Saving throws only, or is it saving throws and ability checks? Yeah, bonus to your saving throws equal to his charisma modifier, which is 3. And if you can tell by the little shield on your token, if you move your token away from him, that shield disappears. And if you move back into
Okay.
the aura, then you can see that it gives you a little +3 with a shield.
Oh, nice.
So anybody
That's
in that
nice.
aura,
Does that mean it automatically affects my file sheet too? So when I just roll, it's already there because I'm already in the aura.
I don't know that it'll affect your file sheet by itself. I think you gotta add it.
Cool though.
Pretty sure you gotta add it.
I enjoy the well, we'll just add it if we need it, but yeah, that's pretty neat. I guess I've been standing next to the wrong person in fights. Let them throw a fireball at me when I'm standing next to you.
Okay, so everybody moves up a little bit. Folidar, you gonna move up too?
I'm moving up.
Is I'm still trying to figure out the meaning of being shown.
That's rough terrain, so we're gonna move half.
The mind flayer
You're
head.
just trying to be like, wait a minute, is that a threat?
I'm just like walking carefully and just being like, I don't get it. Like I just I don't understand.
Is he just trying to tell me he flayed the mind flayer? Oh yeah.
I'm just like slowly
Um,
sauntering across.
Okay, when you come around that corner, Jessa, you notice that there is a Grell. And it notices you.
Boom, boom, boom. Time to roll initiative. Actually, we're in the perfect
Yeah,
spot for the initiative order, though.
Well, clear the initiative order real quick, and then go ahead and roll initiative.
Here's where we get that high
He wasn't
initiative.
wrong too. We were in perfect alignment there.
Here it comes. Here. Watch this. Watch my initiative. Here it is. Look at this.
Am I
No,
not
no.
supposed to be like the most dexterous person in
That
the team?
is better. I'm the most dexterous.
Clearly not.
I like I've almost doubled my speed at this point, and I'm still just never in time.
You can always use your boots to get there quicker,
That's true.
or your shadow step.
What do I got?
Or my wings. I just
I mean, there is something to be said about you could use your boots and your shadow step and your movement. So it's like you can get somewhere pretty fast if you wanted to.
yeah. I just think it's always funny how
It'll always be the
I've
last time
managed
you
to
do it, though.
Always be near the last in turn order.
Right. You'll just be the last one to move.
I'm processing too many things. The mind flayer thing threw me off.
Everybody else has already went in combat, and Volidar's like, "Oh, well, shoot, I guess it's go time, you know?
I was rather distracted.
All right, did everybody roll?
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
around the corner you see a Grell. It seems to be slowly moving in your direction. Jesse, you're going to go first.
All
And
right.
as it's moving in your direction, you can see that it was you can see that it drops like some bones onto the ground.
Clearly, it was using them as tools.
It was obviously playing with them.
Yeah, exactly. It was having fun. Yeah.
It was playing fetch.
Full.
I was gonna say though that
So-
Fulidar would also know that he could use the bones or something like that as a distraction because since they have blind sight, they'd be able to sense it when it got within so many feet of them. So
I had my plans to do something along those lines, but I forgot to pick up the bones from the area because of the thing. I actually forgot in real time.
the mind flayer head threw him off.
It actually threw me
like-
because I forgot entirely.
Okay, there needs to be a clip there. You've been flayed. Anyway. All right.
What's sad is that the way the clips work, I really wish I could have captured that whole moment because I'm just sitting here going like, I've actually messed up my actual strategy because of it.
All right, steel defender. Oh, first of all, crossbow first. Okay, nice. Ooh, nice. Real
No,
nice.
Steel Defender moved into position
Gotcha.
and is kind of dodging there.
How much damage is that? 30? Yeah, 30. Dang.
Pretty damn. That's my turn, so
It's a good
you
turn.
guys see me, and I just nod to the rest of you.
Do a
All right.
Get him.
do 30 damage in a single hit. That's nice.
That is nice. That's whew, yikes. I'd hate to be on the opposite end of that. And thankfully, that'll never happen.
Mental note: don't give Jess a purple worm venom.
that
I know,
needs
I
to
just
be a
have
mental note.
plant
It needs to
poison,
be.
but
All right.
Oh, I didn't smell that purple.
So
one.
Folidar is next.
You already know it's time. I throw the boots on. Well, they're already on, but now I tap the heels of the boots because it's go time. Literally, it's time for me to move fast. All right, so let's look. Let's just meter the movement here. Where is she? Okay.
Jessa, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, where does this place my speed?
Do what now?
The boots. I'm trying to remember what.
Double
what was
your
the
movement
additional?
speed, I believe.
Thank you. So my current movement speed is 45.
So it'd be 90, yeah.
So yeah, I have 90 speed. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make myself very clear here in the path. This is more than enough. So I see the Grell, and
So theoretically, can as a monk, can you bonus action dash?
I can bonus action dash. Yes.
So theoretically, your movement would be 9 times 3, 270. 270 feet and around it pretty easily.
Again, in theory, I should be the speedster of the group.
You could do you do 45, and then you got your boots of speed, so you go 90, and then you dash as your action. That'd be another 90, and then you bonus action dash, and that's another 90. So that's 270 feet that you could move. Not to mention at the end of that movement, then you could shadow step for another 60, 30.
Or shadow step a bonus
I can
action.
shadow step 60 ahead. So if I got
Shadow step is a bonus action. Yeah, so
Bonus action,
Yeah, so
so-
you wouldn't be able to do that with a bonus action dash.
it would be
but yeah.
it would be smaller. It would be a
Yeah.
smaller distance for sure. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not worth it. But I'm actually gonna Eldritch Blast.
All right.
So I channeled the shadows once again.
Let me
I
double
pulled them
check too,
forth.
because I think the boots of speed also might be something like. Yeah, it's supposed to be double your movement, but if it's something weird like, you can dash as a bonus action. That's not as good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like, hey,
It's
can
going-
just dash.
It's going to be suddenly some other boots that allow you to double your movement speed.
Boots of really
Like-
fast movement.
Like the original Boots of Speed, you know.
Right. Boots of power walking.
Boots of slightly faster than normal movement. Oh no, so it was a bonus action to click the heels together though. So, but that was okay. So yeah, yep. Double your
It's
walk,
okay,
double your
I'm-
speed. Any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll.
Nice. Which is great. But I'm actually just gonna Eldritch Blast from Eldritch Blast from a distance here.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm just conjuring shadows into a ball of energy before blasting away.
All
This
right.
is the first time you're doing that. Impressive.
I just go. There are many of things I've learned about over the years, Jessa, and I just kind of do a
Yeah, I
quick glance
doubt
over
that.
to make sure I'm talking to Jessa. And then I say yes, there are many of things, and then wow, yeah, no, that didn't do a lot, but 4 damage.
Pew.
Still working out the general logistics of it.
All right. Is it going to be It's still 2 beams, right?
You know, actually, yeah, it is, isn't it? Wait,
Because
hold
you're
on.
what level are you guys?
We're level 6, but I'm only
Yeah, so
one in
it should
Warlock.
Wait, we're
that
level
don't
7.
that don't matter as a
It-
cantrip, so it should still
Right.
be
We are.
it still
We're
should be
level 7.
2 beams. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. So let's do that again. It's supposed to be 2 rolls for the 2 beams, right?
Pew. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've cast spells. Oh yeah, let me remove advantage. That's no more.
That'll
That's
work
not-
though. 18 and 23. So then the next damage is what?
10.
10. Okay. So
That's a little better.
14 altogether.
14 is pretty good.
That's better than 4.
It is better than 4. And then I also just make sounds as I do it for the sake of hilarity. So I'm just like, what up? So I shoot off energy blast. Because I have to maintain my monk nature.
Hey, I was just gonna say, did you do the necrotic damage when you attacked the Grell before with the quarterstaff?
Yeah, with the weapon? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but it doesn't do it with the Eldritch Blast, does it?
It does.
Oh, did it roll that?
It did roll that, yeah. But
You roll
yeah,
that.
but this would be the first time you've used it, and so this is the first time that you notice.
I just noticed evil necrotic energy coming
Yeah.
off of me. Just, that's
You,
Gotta be something to
and you
address.
swear you see little shadowy skulls in your Eldritch Blast, but you're not gonna bring that up.
I'm just internally like, okay,
Like, maybe I don't wanna
definitely
bring that
gotta
up.
Figure that out.
I mean,
That
maybe
definitely
you
seems
can bring it
concerning.
up, but you swear you saw it. You swear you saw it.
Man, the internal sweat that Foley have, if he's undead. It's gonna just be so terrifying. I'm just like, no, I can never let Jessa or Tessa know. Just like they can never know.
All right, you move there,
That's
Grandolith.
15. Yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I step in the same spot he's in?
You cannot be in the same spot. Like, you can't stay there.
I can't move myself now either.
Here, you could move above him though. Well, actually, you could because Ka is on Januka's shoulders. So
Yeah, Ka's
actually,
actually
yeah,
in-
and actually, you can stay in the same spot as Ka because Ka's small. So, but he's on Januka's shoulders anyway. So you'd be there, Joe.
Could
somewhere
I
like
go?
that.
Could I go kitty angle instead of going straight down? Can I go like this? Wait, hold on.
Ping it.
Right here. I can't really see this. Can I go like there?
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, that's what
There.
I want to do then. I'll go. Yeah.
Okay. And now,
Is that
are
allowed?
you like on the wall kind of, or are you like on the incline, or are you just kind of like hugging the wall?
If I have to be. If I have to be. But I'd rather just be hugging the wall.
Hugging the wall. Okay.
I see that, so that gives me that. It's what, about 50 feet away from me. 35 feet away, about 30 feet away from me. I could bonus action be there, or I could take a
Summon
couple bow
something.
shots.
Yeah, or you could
I
summon
think I'll
your
do a
echo.
couple bow shots. I could, but I think I'm going to save that for when we're a little more desperate.
Yeah.
Because it's already taken some serious damage, so I'm just going to drop a couple arrows
Right.
into it
Yeah,
from
no,
there.
you don't need
Oh.
to go too full out here.
I would have advantage because the whatchamacallit's right there.
Oh, Jessa, your passive perception is 18. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Good
Yes.
to
nice.
know. Good to know.
That's a hit.
What did she perceive?
Sneak attack that first one. And then
You're
Reroll.
about right to be mauled.
on sneak attack that second one. So 24 points of damage. Pew, pew.
Nice. Okay, and you see it drop to the ground. And Jessa, as it drops to the ground, and you guys can hear that like wet slick, as it hits the ground. And you also hear though, Jessa, you hear a loud sound of like, and Fulidar might just barely catch it, but you hear you hear it loud and clear. You hear like the sound of almost like somebody slapping like a big pool of water, like taking their hand and sploosh, down in the water, and it's coming off from in this direction.
Well, sounds like we're about ready to have some company.
And you do know that there is special, several like bioluminescent plants and flowers in here also.
Well, let's go hunting.
What's going on?
Well, it appears that the game is afoot.
Hang on, did I get Control L? Yeah.
As I just wait until Jessica moves forward, because I know the score on these situations.
Do I have the lighting wrong on this one?
Are we staying in initiative or?
Oh, okay, no, we're good. Can you move? Okay, I was gonna say, can you move your hunter guy, your defender guy? Okay. We're not necessarily in initiative order again. We're back out of combat, but yeah. So
Get up in there and see what's going on.
Very careful and stealthy.
Yeah, not so much stealth because of the blind sight.
Oh, that. We
Down-
can't hardly move.
down to the south there, Jessa and Grandolith, as you're coming around that corner, you notice that there's a large pool of water there. You cannot see how far it extends. The bioluminescent algae is kind of giving everybody a little bit of light, like a dim light, so we can, some of you can see a little bit better than others, obviously. But that pool of water, where as much as you can see it, at its widest point is like almost 20, 30 feet wide. And
Void
it goes south and east like at least another 30, 40 feet.
I highly suggest we
Something's
stay
either
outside.
waiting for us in there or they escaped through there.
So yeah, it's 40 feet from the tip of the water to the back of where you can see, basically.
And is that a wall right here behind it? Right here?
That's kind of a wall, yep. But you can see it kind of goes around like a elbow
Stupid question.
at the end of the like this way at the end of this cavern.
Dumb question here. But considering I'm wearing the boots of speed, can I just flash run across the water on this one?
Can you walk on liquids yet?
Like just run fast enough that I could just run across the water.
At some point you will be able to. I don't know if can you walk on liquids yet?
I don't think.
At some point liquids become solid for you to walk on.
Darn it.
As a monk.
No, I'm not there yet.
I would say that you could probably move fast enough with the boots of speed that you could kind of run along the wall. Even though you probably don't have the wall running ability yet either, though. But
Dang it. I was gonna say like
Or
yeah,
do
I
you
could
or
just.
do you have that now? Because I mean, you might have that too. So
I don't think I do. I don't think I have either of those abilities, right? I'm gonna be quite honest with you, and I don't know when I would get them either.
yeah, let's see. Hang on one second.
You would have gotten had you not taken the warlock level. No, just kidding.
I would hate for that to be the case, but I would also live in it. Like I would just have to acknowledge that as fact empirically.
One second. Legacy. There we are.
Wait, I can fly. What am I doing?
Ah,
That's true. You can
well,
fly.
let's stay away from that pool for now, guys. Let's go check out the rest. We'll come back and deal with that later. I mean, why start? in the
Something's gonna
situation?
come out and hit us in the back.
That's why you don't go up on it. You stay away from it. Go deal with everything else. Come back to it. What are you gonna do? Boil the water while it's in there, as it's in there, to make whatever's in there come out?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just
Known as I am to danger, I have to agree with Grandolph here. Perhaps it would be better to focus our efforts, but I cannot.
Can I
take the town earlier.
investigate the pool a little bit?
Fighting in water is loud.
yeah, you can investigate the pool. Yeah. Give me.
That's for fighting in
Go
water?
ahead and look up there and
Well, hold
give me
on.
an investigation check.
Let's hope that doesn't come to that.
That's real good investigation.
You've discovered the water is wet.
You have discovered water is wet.
Let's not open.
I
that
get a
again.
nat 1 and I still get a 9.
Okay, yeah. At level 9, monk, you gain the ability to move along vertical surface and across liquids on your turn without falling during your
Okay.
move.
So 6. I got 3
I
levels.
really, I need reliable talent so bad.
I will also investigate the pool ever so very briefly because I did
yeah.
also hear the sound, if only lightly.
Yeah. Okay.
But I have no intention to go into it. I have zero intention.
Januka, you're right at the edge. You could
Oh, yeah.
investigate if you wanted
Brian?
to. Yeah.
Sure.
I preemptively reach into my pocket and pull out a couple items.
Okay.
Just in case.
Just in case.
I'm just looking. I have sight that sees beyond darkness.
I got a natural.
Okay. Nat
All
20.
right, investigation. I actually have the worst
Yeah.
investigation possible here.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
I
It
got
works.
this.
Okay.
It works on a natural roll.
So
I believe I can walk on this water.
Grandolith is like staying back. Hang on one second. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Let me do this way. Let me do it the long
At
way.
least Duca rolled something worth a roll.
Right? Like,
Okay. So
Like that.
so Grandolith is like he's nervous. His hackles are up. Ka, I don't know what you're doing on back of Januka or whatever, but I kind of feel like you might be like not too happy about the idea that Januka's leaning over the water with you on her shoulder and
Yeah, I think we should listen to Grandolith. Maybe we worry about this later.
and Fulidar, as you are looking in the water, you're not seeing anything, and Jessa, you're not seeing anything, and Januka goes, "Is that what you guys are looking for?" and points right into the water, right at something. You're sure she sees something, but until you realize what it is, it's too late.
Dun dun dun.
Quick, don't realize.
Hold on one second.
Oh, that's 23. I should realize whatever it is.
Yeah, you realize what it is. I'm gonna roll 1d4. Ka, your first. Januka, your second. Jessa, your third, and Fulidar, your fourth.
Oh, good. I love that.
I think being last
Jessa-
is beneficial here.
Jessa, you see a kelp tendril come out of the water just as this large, huge, massive thing just like breaches through the water. Hang on one second here. Change layer. There we are. I was looking for it.
Look at that huge, massive thing.
Yeah, this giant eel-looking thing, and this kelp tendril reaches toward Jessa. Does that hit you? It does. Is there a reaction?
Barely.
Is there a reaction
Yes.
or anything that you can do before? I know your steel defender's not close enough to impose disadvantage, so.
Yes, I cast shield.
You're gonna cast shield, okay. All right. So this kelp tendril like peels off of you, and then it tries to slam against somebody else.
Somebody else.
Nope, I guess not somebody else.
Somebody
It
else
tries to
being
slam
you.
against Jessa when it misses, so it's gonna.
Oh no!
The second attack hits,
Brutally.
Yeah.
but at least it doesn't grab you and pull you under.
Ooh,
But
yikes.
it kind of like it tries to slap you with a tendril and then wrap you up with it, and it misses with the shield. When you cast the shield, it bounces
So it
off the
just-
shield, and then it just kind of like just dog piles onto you, and does 25, 50 damage total.
Does that send her flying? Jeez.
Let's see. It is a slam, so make a dexterity save or be prone.
Actually, can I use one of my lucky points to give it disadvantage so it has to roll that attack again?
You could do you or you could also don't you have a thing with your shield where you can impose where you can use a reaction to
I was looking.
show me your lucky points thing too, because is that a bonus action or is that just something you can do anytime? When a creature
Looks like
rolls a
you just do it
d20 for an
anytime.
attack roll against you, you can spend 1 luck point. Okay, yeah. So you wanted to roll at disadvantage. Okay, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
And avoid that damage, hopefully.
That
so
doesn't hit.
that one,
Oh,
no, that one
wait.
actually would still hit. Yeah, but it doesn't
Does
do
reaction.
Yeah.
it doesn't do 25 damage this time. Or I mean,
Well,
no, it doesn't do 50
Right.
50 damage this time. It does 27.
Okay, so it does 27, but that's still better than
That's better than
50.
50 though.
Yes.
7.
Bam! What a year.
All right,
And now you're
that's
making all that noise.
all within reach too. And then there's water just flailing about too.
I just look at Caw and I go like, "Shock the pool!"
Okay.
I,
Right.
All right. That's better.
Are
Alright.
we ready?
Hold on. Two things.
I was ready for this. I got something for them.
Oh, okay. Hold on. And this one will be. This one I gotta re-roll it if it goes to Jessa again. So, hold on.
I gotta re-roll it.
Okay, that one's forward R.
No!
That one-
Definitely say shock the pool before I get it.
That one's forward R, and it's this.
Oh, wait. Is there literally
Ooh.
anything I can do? Because I have a 17. This is not going to go well.
And the
for me if
next
I don't
one
have-
is.
Why is there a next one? Cut it out.
He's got 4 attacks.
Yeah, and the next one is Jinyuka. But-
What is it doing to me? It's just using the tendril.
And then yeah, now of course everybody needs to roll initiative now too.
Of course. I was prepared. Do I get advantage on my initiative
So
roll?
the tendril will be like if it hits you with the tendril, it will grapple you.
so
yeah.
that 24 misses.
The 24 is against Folidar, so that's
Oh.
not against you.
Yeah, that's against me. I'm hit. I don't think I have because it's a tendril. I can't use any of my reaction abilities.
Can we take a quick break before we start this combat?
Sure. Yep. But let's do that. But let me do this here. Okay. So
Sure.
it is. I didn't roll the damage. I don't know why I didn't roll the damage. Because
Obviously, I don't take any.
there's no damage from the tendril, but you are grappled. And until the grapple ends, you are restrained, and it cannot use the same kelp tendril on another target.
Okay, well that works out. I'm still of the shock the guy party
All right.
despite everything.
All right, let's take
Despite being
a.
touched by him, by
Yeah.
being actively
I
grappled.
completely understand my role in this party,
Right.
and it is to die.
All right, let's take a break and go ahead and finish out rolling initiatives too while you guys are at it. Don't forget to click on your
Oh
tokens.
yeah, let me do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. Just trying to
Um,
get us back in here. There we go.
it teleports me into the space occupied by an ally.
Okay, so you would basically you could swap spots with Folidar. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, that's here.
It- You have the ability to swap spots with someone?
Yeah.
Well,
you-
that's awesome.
but only if they have successfully been hit and take damage.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Take damage. All right. Well, I get hit a lot, so keep that in mind.
Well, he doesn't take any damage from the tendril, so
Don't worry
at
about
at
Folidar.
least
I
not
got
yet.
initiative. It's fine. Don't worry about Folidar. I got
Got
initiative.
initiative,
It's
it's
fine.
fine.
I will suffocate. That is a very real possibility.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Like Stephanie's not back yet, but I forgot to read. I didn't read all that. So at the beginning of your next turn, you begin to suffocate. So as the eel's grip crushes the breath out of you. So
What's
like
it did say the DC was 16, but what is its dex?
what is it?
The saving throw.
Oh, it's an
Bro,
escape.
you're
It's an
actually
escape. It's not a saving throw. It's an escape DC. So
Oh.
so on your start your next turn, you can use dexterity or strength, whichever you choose, because that's how escape works. You know, and then
Right.
So
you
one
can
you have and the other you can't roll good on.
yeah you can
Is
so,
it, is
so
it
you would
athletics
use
and acrobatics?
yeah acrobatics or athletics. Yep, and you can basically try to escape. Basically, acrobatics is kind of like usually more like slithering your way out, and strength is like
Which is
ripping your
exactly
way
What
out.
kind of action is that?
What's that?
What kind of action is that?
That's just
Bonus action, reaction, action.
It's a full action.
It's a full
You use
action,
full
yeah.
action to do that.
Yep,
Full action. All right.
So what you're
Perfect.
saying is I can still use my bonus action.
that is true.
All right.
And
Don't forget-
I will say for your part, Fulidar, that the Shadow Step is technically a teleport,
That's what I was thinking.
and so you don't
Yeah.
need to technically use your action to escape. You could teleport as a bonus action, and then But this is a big, dumb kelp monster. It doesn't know this, like,
And it's dark. So thank God we didn't light the path.
right?
Right. Now I got to rethink that. All right, that changes things a little bit, but I got this. I'm ready whenever you are.
Never punished. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
I mean, I can pull you out of there without no problem at all. Just all I got to do is
Reserve that because I'm sure he's gonna grab 4 more
I go
times.
first. Okay, so the option is I can walk up, teleport you out, or I can walk up and just beast the hell out of it and let you teleport yourself out and teleport myself out because I'm not staying for it to attack at me. You guys want to stay up there? That's your fucking problem.
Definitely get in and get out because I was serious about the electrocution.
Okay, so you got yourself on your way out then?
I'll get myself out of the mess I've gotten myself into.
All right. If you can get yourself out, I will not come to save you. I mean, unless I cut that tentacle clean off, but we'll see.
Do not take me for a conjurer of cheap tricks.
Okay.
Behold, some of the greatest
You
escape
saying that
magic.
through gasping breath.
Okay.
Just being
So
squeezed.
I need to do that slam attack for the eel on Januka. Does 26 hit Januka?
Nope.
Jeez.
Wow.
Let's go,
A
tank of the
26 don't hit.
team.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
She's the
My
tank.
my armor class is 24 plus my gear shield.
Okay, so I don't remember. Did we say that you were just basically going to pop up your gear shield whenever you go into combat or something, or because
Before I go into combat, I've always
okay,
pop my
because I
gear
couldn't remember because like otherwise then because you didn't really actually say that. So I I thought that
But
was something we
I
had
was
talked
like, yeah.
about before. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Januka definitely saw everything for
Okay.
us. So
Yep. Okay. So all right. So that misses. So you'd be at 26. Wait, no, that'd be 26. right?
Right. Gear shields +3.
Oh, gear shields plus 3.
24 and
Okay, so then
yeah.
27. Okay, all right,
The tank.
all right, and then the reel is this. So it just brings you up close to it, and you're up in the. Here, let me move you up here like this, and then send this to the back. Boop.
So
There you
this
go.
is quite intimate.
Yep.
I say grappled.
It just brings you up close as
What
it
happened
tries to
Ka
crush
when
you.
he rammed and pulled off? Isn't Ka sitting on her shoulders?
No, no, not him, not her, not Januka. It was Folidar that got pulled.
No.
It's me that
Oh,
got
that.
pulled, and it's Seth, and it's Justin that got slammed.
Yeah.
So
Yep. All right, and
Januka just
then
killed it.
and then Grandolith, it'd be your turn at the beginning of the round.
All right. So I'm gonna throw my spear of piercing at it. All right. Dealing 9 points of damage. I'm gonna stalk up to it, which is only what 15, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rapier the shit out of it.
All right, that's good. Another
Nice.
good hit. 14.
Okay. I'm going to.
Wait, do you have a rogue level?
I have 2 rogue levels.
Do you get sneak attack or? Oh no, you're not. You're not at
Yeah.
advantage right now, though, are you? Oh wait, are you
I-
And
swashbuckler?
Attack with
No.
all of
No.
us next
Oh.
to it. So yes, he does get sneak attack.
What now?
An ally within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
it is
yeah, yeah.
quite enamored with me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. My sneak attack is 2 dice 6. So I'll just roll 2 dice 6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's advantage or if an ally is within 5 feet, if I remember.
Dubs.
Okay, yeah,
That's
that
why
makes
I
sense.
have the steel defender. That makes it really easy.
Right?
And then I have a bonus action. I'm going to. I have a bonus action. Can I make an offhand attack with a bonus action? Yes.
Yes.
I crit.
Nice.
The office of hands.
Do I got to roll
Yes.
on for your critical table?
Do you got to? No, you don't have to.
No, I want to. Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely
You
want.
didn't sound sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh, it's a D20. I thought it was a D100.
Oh, I can do that one if you want.
No, I did a D100. I did the D20. Either one, it's about the same.
Pokey pokey. Okay, so piercing, right? Or is it slashing?
Yep.
Piercing for the striker. Okay. Good hit. Okay, so deal the do not roll your damage dice. Instead, deal the maximum result possible with those dice. So it'd be a D8. So it'd be 2D8. So 16, and then your what is it? +5. So
Strength
16.
mod.
So
Yeah, it was
21.
Was this an offhand?
Yeah, with an offhand.
16.
Yeah, 21 damage with an offhand.
All right. Now,
Too
is
bad
this
you didn't
monster
say.
still-
Too bad you didn't save that sneak attack for that last offhand.
right. I forgot about it. So is this thing still moving?
Oh, hang on. It didn't take it away.
It's not dead yet. I didn't just kill this damn thing.
No, it is not dead.
Do the tentacles count as separate monsters, or is it all one monster?
It's all one monster, but it appears to be made of like a entwined mass of kelp.
Can I wails from the grave it?
Maybe. What does that do? Pop that up there. It is a living creature. If that makes a difference. So I mean.
It's another living creature, though.
Okay. As you nudge someone closer to the grave, you channel from the power of death to harm someone else as well. Immediately after you sneak attack and damage a creature, you can, on your turn, target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first. Probably not because it's not. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
secondary creature. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Action surge.
All right.
He's surgeon.
Action
He
So,
said
surge.
he said the name.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be at advantage.
I need a sound bite for that goes action surge or something like posts a big old graphic
So
across the
majestic.
screen.
Just every time someone says, just do, 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 do.
That's probably 2 more hits. Yeah.
I would hope so.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. That's a good hit. And what's the next one do?
Hold on. Hold on. Sneak attack.
Here's a little crazy conundrum. Nah, I'm gonna say no. But like okay, so essentially, action surge is supposed to give you another turn, essentially, like
Right.
how based on how
course
2014 rules work. It's supposed to technically give you another turn, but really does is it give you another set of actions or action or whatever. But so I was just trying to decide whether or not the Spear of Returning that returns at the end of your turn returns at the end of the first turn or you're at the end of the full turn. So it's like,
Oh, damn.
so I'm like,
Yeah.
you know. But I would say it's the same amount of time that goes by.
Okay, so does the end last
you just
turn?
yeah,
I was kinda
it just
counting
comes
on that.
at the end of the turn, not the
Okay, I was kind of counting on that. So for my bonus action, right?
Yep.
My bonus action, I will teleport away. No, I won't even. I won't even do
so 28.
that. I will bonus action attack again, and then I will step away because I have movement. Yeah, because
Okay.
I action surged. Right.
Right.
All right. So we'll do that.
Oh, nice. And crit again with that rapier striker.
Yeah, I'm going to primary with striker. That's my boy there. I should not.
That's that new one you
Disrespect.
got, the short one, right?
Just
No,
offhanding
that's the one I've had.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the one I've been using for a while.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 on that crit table.
3 on the crit table means lunge and thrust. Roll damage dice twice and use the higher result. So go ahead and hit that crit one more time. It looks like the first one's going to be the higher one. Yeah, so 11 plus 8 plus 12 plus 4.
19
Oh,
plus
wait.
16.
The sneak didn't count because you did the sneak on the previous one. So, but still, 12 plus 4 is 16,
16
or 9
over
plus
15.
6 is 15. Yeah, so 12 plus
15.
4 is still higher.
Yeah, and then I will walk away.
All right. And as you walk away, let's see here. We're gonna try a sneak attack, or not a sneak attack, attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to use my bonus action for, to disengage.
Oh, of course. Everybody else he's rolling like 26, 25. He goes to attack Joe. 15.
That don't hit me.
Grapples me with precision.
Right.
Gets really hurt. Just
I was going to come up and grab you and teleport you out, but you said
It's
you
okay.
got it. So,
all according to plan.
you got it.
All right, Fulidar. It's all you
I
now.
have the farm aura real quick.
I have a reaction if you need it.
So it's bringing me close, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I appreciate the adoration, but I'm afraid you're just chasing shadows. As I just suddenly shadow vanish away from it, because I am going to shadow step.
Where are you going to?
Oh, I'm going to actually float. Wait, the wings also are a bonus to utilize, aren't they? Double check.
What are they? Wings of Flying?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. But
Okay, no floating.
the reason I ask is because Cloak of the Bat is a little bit different.
Yeah. But I'm actually going to move back here
Or
where
not-
Grandolith is.
Or maybe it is Wings of Flying. Yeah, it is Wings of Flying. Hang on. Wings of Flying. Yeah, so it's an action for the Wings of Flying.
I'm not wasting that. No, we're good. I'm just gonna shadow step back to next to where Grandolith is.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, and then I'm gonna hit it with a good old fashioned Eldritch Blast.
All right. 2 pew pews.
That's right. And I wish that if this was the only time I would wish this, that Call's turn was after, so I could just be like, "Now, Call, do it now!" just electrocute it.
First one hits. Second one misses.
Wait, let me bless up. I know it's probably still gonna miss, but
Hold on. I was just warning that second blast so you can roll an extra die 4 to it too.
Ooh. Auspicious warning.
oops, I didn't mean to do it twice. Oh yes, I did mean to do it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what does that make? That's 16. 16. And it still misses. Do you want to
Okay.
if you want to use your
Great,
inspiration, if you want to use
I am gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, yeah. So if you use your inspiration, it's an automatic hit because you only need one higher.
Dang.
Get it. What'd you roll on the die 4?
A 2.
I
a
rolled
4
4
and a
for
2.
the first one and 2 on the second one, so I was this close.
He was
All right.
very close.
So
But
2
still, we
hits.
got it. You're gonna kill it right now.
I manifest the powers of darkness in both hands. And once again, you just hear it. Just shoot 2 shots at it.
The dim mock.
12, 11 and 12, so 23 damage.
Show us the dim mock.
So I'm just firing it off. Woo-hoo!
To quote a very famous like late 80s, early 90s movie. No shit, you honors invitation. Anyway.
What's my name? That's me right now. That's my hands glowing and everything.
All right, so you did bonus action Misty Step.
Shadow
Okay.
Step.
Or Shadow Step, yeah.
And then I had Eldritch Blast as my main action.
All right. And then the kelp eel gets to go.
One thing I do as he steps up next to me is drop my rapier, put my new rapier away and catch my spear.
Oh, okay. Yep. As it returns back to you.
Right.
We're just straight up looking like some Avengers right now.
All right. So right now we've got Jessa again, and this is going to go at Jessa. And that's a miss, and this one's going to go at Januka.
Miss.
And this one's going to go at Januka. And
Also,
this one's going to go at Ka.
Oh,
Wait, give me a second. I shield.
You cast shield? Okay. I shield.
I shield.
So that puts you at 5 would be put you at 20, it would still hit.
Oh wait. Oh no. Oh shit. Fuck.
God! Oh!
Can
What's
I
that?
shield him too?
You have shield cast on you.
Oh shoot, that's right.
But
Okay,
since it's a reaction, I think you could do it. But I think you already used your reaction until your beginning of your turn. Yeah, you did. So yeah, you can't. You don't have a reaction right now.
yes, but
Sorry.
can I interpose my shield to give him?
Yeah. Don't you have an ability that allows you to do that?
I thought so.
I believe you have shield mastery, which allows you to do that.
Yes, I do have shield mastery.
Look at that.
This is the quality of a great tank.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
for
Ka
other
casts
people.
shield. It's still gonna get through. You can see it kind of like wraps itself around the shield and starts going for Ka anyway. And Januka pops up the shield, and what does it do? Imposes disadvantage?
Hold on.
I think it imposes disadvantage.
Yeah.
1 second. And
Thank God.
and it is avoided, and kind of like tries to wrap around your shield, but it kind of like slides off and yanks away from the spikes. So like it hits the spikes on your shield and it's like yanks back, like it didn't want to be hurt, kind of thing.
Oh, I did not need the grapple call. Oh, that's the worst possible scenario.
Yeah.
Where alone.
Because Call
Well,
feels
actually-
like the self-sacrifice type.
I would take the hit, but I don't think it can grapple me because I have the ring of free action.
Oh,
I cannot be restrained.
Yeah, we
Nice.
can't be restrained. You could still be grappled, I think, though, but it wouldn't be you wouldn't suffer from the grapple condition, so it wouldn't really do a whole
You
lot.
just get out of it.
Yeah, you'd just be like slip.
He's super slippery. Just slips right out.
I like that. I think that would be
You
the way
can't
it would
grab
have
me
to
while
go.
I'm cowering and groveling. All right,
He
Jessa.
pulls a Shaggy there, like zoinks.
Well, that's what I could have done. I could have grabbed Kaw while I was up there. Oh well. I didn't think about it. Sorry, Kaw.
All right,
No, you're
Jessa.
good,
What are
you're
you
good.
What are you doing?
All right.
There's no
I
way.
think I am gonna do a basic attack with my dagger.
It's a dagger attack, yo.
There's this part of me that hopes this kills just because of how funny the visual of all of these attacks we've done would be if she just stabbed it. Like, I would actually.
27 to hit.
There's no
That's gonna
such
hit.
thing as just stabbing with a dagger of venom, though. Honestly.
That is true.
I'm not empowering it, so it's not that
Oh.
worse.
So it is just.
Then I'm going to
that's
bonus
funny.
action, disengage, and run away.
All right. Smart. Now all them attacks are going on just two people.
Yeah. Oops.
Right, and then my
You're
stone
all right.
finger stands
By the
there,
way,
kind of on guard duty.
you were small. I didn't notice you there. I'm sorry.
You'll do just fine, friend.
All right, I'm done.
We're over here mocking him from safety.
All right, so 14 total, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it's awesome.
If
I think attack was bad, but
you have to narrate this in the funniest way possible.
All
if it
right,
kills.
Ka.
Okay.
You see this thing coming at you. You shielded. Your shield like drops because it's your turn now. And what are you going to do if anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna do what Voladar suggested to me, and I'm going to
Wait,
try and electrocute this thing.
Yeah, 1 second. Did you walk away, Jessa, or did you teleport somehow?
I disengaged as bonus
Oh,
action
disengage,
because
okay.
I'm a rogue.
Yep. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. I thought so, but I
So-
wasn't fully there.
You just want to smack your character with like,
Yeah,
25
you know.
damage.
Sorry, go ahead. God.
No, it wouldn't be 50. The heck was
Alright,
that?
I'm gonna I guess lean over on the front of Januka's shoulders and put my hands out, and I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Thunder Wave. I'm gonna transmute the spell into lightning, and I'm gonna channel Divinity Destructive Wrath to make it max damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right.
So I need a con here. I'll post the spell.
Yep.
3rd level Thunder Wave.
It's about to get real bright.
Hold on 1 second here. And it is a what's the
Third level Thunder
DC?
Wave. Transmute spell. The DC is
18.
18.
Wait, Thunderwave is thunder, right?
Yeah, but he's
I-
transmuting it.
Oh, he
I'm
just-
transmuting the
he
thunder
just said
into
it.
lightning.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
said it.
How big is
Jeez.
it? 15 feet?
Yeah,
Cube?
15-foot cube
Yeah.
emanating from me.
Yep.
And
Zap.
then Destructive Wrath.
That's crazy.
Oh man. Oh, it's getting bright in here. We're getting flashbang.
So maximum damage.
Depending on what it rolls for its save.
And what is but I mean you do maximum damage instead of rolling. So what is
Yeah, it would be 4d8.
18 DC 18,
So,
right? Is that correct?
DC 18. Yeah, 32 on a fail, 16 on a pass.
Okay, it failed.
All right, yeah,
32
32 damage?
lightning damage.
Okay. You
Any
see,
additional effect from being in water?
what's that?
Any additional effect from being in water?
You see what looks like it just goes up through this, like, these kelpy plant veins of this thing, and it stops, and it's kind of like shaking, like, back and forth violently for a moment, and then it drops into the water, and it is basically what looks like a 30-foot cube of just like kelp laying there, just like regular kelp.
All right, let's get to collecting.
I go, damn it, would you people please stop killing things before I get in a battle?
I couldn't have done it without you.
It's all your fault, Januka. If you wouldn't have pointed it out, none of us would have saw it. I mean, wait.
That point is the most essential part of this entire battle.
No,
Do not take it lightly.
That was a dangerous monster. We could not take that lightly. I'm not even sure what it was, but it scared me.
Oh, no surprises here.
Kelp.
Hey, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that tough.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Fully
Think
into it.
damage it would have done and used their luck to give it disadvantage was scary.
Oh man, that critical success, the absolute nat 20 danger there of a 50 damage attack. Like, man,
I probably would have still survived that.
I don't doubt it, but I just have to take a moment to say thank God for tanks.
Right. Boom, boom, boom. Miss. I was like, woo.
Tank and luck have saved us here. Those luck points came in handy.
Oh. Yeah, because I ain't got no armor class like that.
Folidar's like, tanks, and Januka's like, you're welcome.
All right, thanks a lot.
Right.
So thank you kindly.
I mean, let's be honest. You took 3 big hits. You know, I mean that was a huge part of the combat. Them hits would have went anywhere else. It would have been dead.
Yeah, well, you guys took out the one from. Well, Stephanie took out the one that was gonna hit her, right? Like you took out that big one, right, with the shield. Or was that Januka?
Januka stopped almost everything shield wise, but I believe that the first time Stephanie did stop one.
Yeah, Stephanie stopped that big one that was going to hit her, that crit. Or no, Januka stopped the crit with the lucky thing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's like, dang,
Shielded
that would
one,
have hurt too. 50. I mean, I'm sure it hurt anyways, but.
Right, 27.
27 was not. Yeah, 27 was not a small amount. All right, so you guys are able to like harvest now, or you can harvest later if you want. You guys can collect the kelp. It's just normal kelp, and it's it's nutritious, it's edible, it's whatever. So,
all right, yeah, that's why I said collected. Like battle hardened kelp is often the most delicious form of kelp ever. It's been properly tenderized,
properly cooked with a lightning with a thunder wave. That's yeah, Thunderwave does do thunder, but he transmuted it to lightning, so that's what.
Lightning wave.
Lightning wave. Yeah. Okay,
Nice.
so you guys continue on searching. You guys see a another smaller, skinnier cavern go to the south. I will say, before you guys are leaving, Ka, you notice something kind of catch the corner of your eye.
Huh. What was that?
You see something like kind of flashing in the pool near the pile of kelp, and you think that at first maybe when you hit it with the lightning, maybe it's still electrically charged, like maybe the whole thing is still like, but maybe like there's still a kind of an electric arc crackling off of something.
I'll probably get a closer look.
So you can go back over by the water and look. You see,
Yeah.
You see what appears to be a hang on one second. Let me see how to describe this here. A long, like a long spear with a sort of jagged tip, and
Mm.
it seems to be crackling with a little bit of electrical energy. And then when you're looking down in the water, as the water's kind of coming to a standstill, you can see on the floor of the water near you, you see two shiny, what appear to be gemstones of some sort, next to the spear.
Call the spear to you. Call it to you. Call.
Call it to me.
It's basically a pike for call. It's like. Oh!
Dude, there
do I
are
have to
so
go
many.
in the
There
water
are so
to
many
retrieve 'em?
puns we could go with that. I just caught to say no. Yeah, you would have to like reach down into the water to grab them, but you could like get them from the shorelines.
All right. I will do it very, very carefully. But yeah, I'll
And
reach into the water.
I'll hold on to him so that he doesn't fall into the water.
You feel okay when you reach in the water to grab the spear thing. You can kind of feel a little tingle, like as if it like a tingle of electricity, like static electricity almost, but it doesn't actually hurt you. And when you pull that out, that's easy. And then when you reach down and grab the gems, and they're two diamonds.
I love that.
It's that classic call look.
And as you're reaching around and digging at the diamonds, you also uncover 4 gold rings. So four
diamonds.
4 gold rings.
Do they look dwarvish?
No. No, they don't.
No, put them on. No, wear them.
And the 4 gold rings are worth about 2,500 gold pieces total.
So they look dwarvish or elven. Leave them
Do
alone.
you want me to put those in the treasury?
The two diamonds are especially fine quality. They are reflecting the light from. The only reason you saw them immediately is because they were reflecting the light from this sparking spear thing.
They're
See-
brilliant cut. Nice.
And the two especially fine diamonds, they're about the size of Kaw's fist,
Oh,
Ooh,
Nice.
and they are
Oh,
worth
brilliant cut.
they're valuable.
about 5,000 gold pieces each.
Get them to a jeweler, and he'll probably appraise them for even higher value due to the cut.
I am a jeweler.
See?
That's why we know how much they are.
Wait. Don't believe her lies. No, I'm joking.
The
I
lance,
have so many skills.
the spear is actually a lance called a lightning lance.
Ooh.
The lightning lance for our lightning lad.
You haven't heard about one or seen one in a while. None of you have, but the people that would know, like the people that have like some sort of knowledgeable background would know that Grell sometimes carry these as weapons and use them as weapons.
So I immediately see that lightning lance. I just go, call.
So the lightning lance only has as you're studying it, you realize it only has 4 charges left. But if you use it and expend the charge, it will deal 3d6 lightning damage to whatever you hit.
I say, I never thought I would see one in person, and I just kind of start fawning over the lightning lance. Just incredible.
Foldar, the last time you remember hearing about lightning lances being even somewhat prominent, when you could find them, it was before the time of troubles, which would be like 100 and some odd years ago.
My parents often talked about tales of the lightning lance among many other weapons. They said it essentially had all been but extinct. No one could craft one naturally. This
already rang.
This is an insane discovery. I have to inspect it. Although this lighting is not a very suitable place for it. You wouldn't mind if
Really?
I hold on to it for a little bit.
By all means, here, take it.
You're a good friend, and I know it's gonna shock me. I'm just gonna be
Just
like,
it does feel a little tingly when you grab it. It feels like a little bit of a static charge around it. You know, like when you get your hair close to the balloon after you.
yeah.
There's no
I'm
actual
not gonna
shock,
add.
but
I'm not gonna add the weapon like to my attack for the duration of the time I'm holding it. But if something were to happen while I was holding it, I'm not gonna lie. Folidar would be a little tempted to use one of those charges.
It's the wrong thing. I'd be tempted to use all 4 of them.
You know,
Depends on what it is.
he's got to see it in real time. He's just got to be like, I wonder.
okay.
But it is still currently called Lightning Lance. I just reappropriated it.
As
You can take it if you want.
Probably not very synergetic with my whole darkness thing.
Right. I wasn't.
It's all in darkness.
Like that.
The light begins to shine. Like that's in the darkness.
I mean, thunderstorms are dark.
Yeah.
Got a point.
I'm just gonna pretend to be a cloud from here on. I'm fly. Use wings of flying. Get high in the air.
Some sort of weapon that Cutter would probably enjoy, especially since he likes stone and stuff.
Okay.
I was just thinking.
That'd be something to throw, though. That's why it's not a spear; it's a lance.
Right. I was just thinking with lightning speed and lightning lance, I can do a lightning charge.
Yeah,
We'll see.
And
it could be interesting if it's
I'll hand
worth it.
The 4 gold rings over to Jessa to go into the party treasury. I'm gonna hold on to the 2 diamonds.
Really?
I might be able to do something.
I was like, yeah, he's a spellcaster, all right.
Diamonds are a cleric's best friend.
Well, yeah, I was just saying these are
Yes,
5,000. These are 5,000 gold piece diamonds, and I think like to do like a resurrection or like a raised dead, it's only like 1,000. So
Right.
so you could have
I
these
do
cut
have
in. You
another
could have these cut
diamond
into
in
smaller
our
pieces.
treasury.
Or
What
get
is
a
it?
powder.
Sorry,
or
what was that?
We have a jeweler.
There is another diamond in our treasury.
Oh yeah.
Currently just says large. There is no amount of money dedicated to it, so
All right,
I don't
yeah.
know when we got it.
Yeah, you'll
or
have
how
to
much
let
it's
me
worth.
know, or I can look that up. I can look that up at you know.
I'm sure it's
some
like a
point in
large
time.
raw diamond.
Yeah, later. Look it up.
Yeah. So, up ahead there, Grandolith, you see a rather large thing.
Yeah. Why is everyone that was running away running back all of a sudden now that I see something?
And you see it looks like a rather large Grell, like larger than normal. And it is carrying it is armed with lightning lances.
Lances.
You also notice a strange ring around one of its tentacles.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly suggest we go this way. Okay. Or we go this way. Because this way is something I don't have enough magic left in me to fight. Well, there you guys got all your magic though, right? We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, so this is a wall here, right here. Yeah.
No, there's no
I can
wall
just
there.
kind of creep along this edge here and like be hidden right here.
No, there's no wall there.
There's no wall there.
Yeah, there's still no wall.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's just a
So I'm just
Walls
kind of a
over-
cracky looking thing in the floor, for lack of a better term.
Oh, I gotcha. I understand.
Maybe a slight lip up, maybe like a 6-inch lip, maybe. But
I'm really probably just at the edge of his sight, so I wouldn't know if you'd be able to see me or not. So I guess I will make a stealth move because it's my initiative. Why is everyone else moving?
It's nobody's initiative.
Oh,
Saying
okay.
turn those
I
down
thought
'cause we're
that's
not
what
in
you're
combat.
saying to us. I'm gonna try to stealth back a little bit and kind of like let everyone else know that's there so that we can all be there and
Yeah, and you
agree
see
to
him.
not.
He is carrying 2 lightning
The
lances.
nattest. 33.
Yeah. I kind of start pulling, summoning for everyone to come towards me because that's, easily seen some of them if they move wrong. I'm like, shh.
Suddenly
You
extremely
say
quiet.
shh.
I don't actually
Why
shh, but I
don't why
do the.
don't why don't all of you
thing
make
over
a
them.
why don't all of you make a proficiency or stealth checks?
I can't believe they didn't
Unless
hear
you're trying
all
not
that.
to be stealthy.
How
I'm
far
just
is the
trying.
distance to pick up on it? I mean, I'm
It,
going to
it's
because he
it's
just put up the
probably heard you regardless. You're pretty sure because there was combat
because of
just
the
going
fight.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. Or it could have just heard the kelp. It might have just assumed that the kelp was acting up.
Right. There is that possibility.
Even if I'm not trying to be stealthy, I'm not stealthy.
Even if you're trying to be stealthy, you're not stealthy.
Even if he's not, he's not.
Trying or not. Trying or not,
Even
I'm
if
not
I'm not-
stealthy.
Well, once we gather up, I'm like, there's a big one over there, and it's got whatever that thing you were so excited about finding in the water. Got like 4 of them.
No, only
So,
two.
Oh.
Only two. Only two. But
okay. Well, it's got 2 of them.
To think I would see 3 lightning lances in one day. To think 2 of them would be actively against me. I
So,
must say, this is exhilarating.
This
how we
is
want
the
to take
Underdark. You'll find lots of treasures of what we think is lost.
probably expecting something because we were just fighting that thing. But I mean, we can try to sneak down that southern corridor and find a way up behind it, or we can just go get it right now.
I'm always for a frontal
while you
assault.
guys are deliberating, it
mean-
starts moving slowly towards you.
We might want to
Yeah,
deliberate a little faster.
Can I?
Go ahead, Januka.
And then you see it do something with its tentacles.
Hold on.
Its
If it's
tentacles.
moving towards us, and I see it moving towards us as we're doing it, I would like to, if possible, as a reaction to it starting to move towards us. I don't know if I can or not. It's a bonus action. I don't know. Whatever. I'd like to throw my spear at that thing because once it starts moving towards us, it obviously sees us. Oh,
He's
that's
just
my.
gonna react.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Should we just
as
roll for initiative?
go ahead and roll initiative. But as you are getting ready to throw your spear at it,
I ain't going first. Maybe second.
as you're getting
Maybe
ready
third.
to throw your spear at it, though, something happens.
Of course, something happens. I roll crappy initiative. That's one thing.
It's not terrible for me.
Oh God! Oh, come
Hold
on!
I'm not
the
last,
slowest
though.
member of the
I'm
team.
not last though. Oh, well, that's fun.
Oh, it's foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly it knows we're there and it wants to fight.
I am a man with the max 270 movement, and yet the slowest member of our squad.
So,
I'm enamored too much right now with the thought of 3 silver lances.
it
Hold on,
casts
I'm
this
setting up my
spell.
starting blocks.
Oh, it's an at-will move.
Yep.
Why did they think that would work against me though?
So, because essentially it is heavily obscured, so you would be at a disadvantage to hit it with anything from a distance.
Fool.
From a distance.
The shadows are my ally.
Right.
It merely adopted the darkness.
I was born to it. Oh wait, sorry. You forgot that part of the line. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born of it.
All right.
All right? Everybody rolled. Okay, so Jessa, it looks like you're going to be first, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else rolled low
To
too.
roll that high.
I'm literally I'm tripping over myself. The supremest
I was too
failure
busy
I
possible.
don't have any
training
music going
myself
on
to
either.
do
Wow.
anything. By the time I turned to spear at it, it was already up on us.
Uh, how far away is it?
Oh, this God.
That's always a good start.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for a gust of wind spell.
Do any of you have that?
I'm gonna send my Steel Defender in behind it. Then we're gonna do a force backward, just a tiny bit. 19.
19. What? The force and power run. It misses.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh. Hmm.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Told you we wouldn't want to fight the other monsters
I mean,
first.
I did say the kid gloves have to come off a little bit. So, and I did tell you how dangerous it was down here. So, I'm not trying to kill you, but there's a very good possibility.
Things have changed.
Never listen to me.
To be fair, this was supposed to be scouting.
Yeah.
We just got out scouted by some kelp.
Even though it's disadvantage, I gotta try and take this shot.
All right. Do it.
If she lands this, give her all of the inspiration points. She can have every single one of them.
I already gave my usefulness to you to help you not die or to help you kill the kelp monster. I got an assist.
What is inspiration?
Die 6, right?
D6.
Yeah, D6. Yep, sorry. By raw, I believe it's advantage, but I just do D6.
I think we're gonna keep that.
Yeah, because then you can still use it if you already have advantage.
She's disadvantaged, and then if the steel defender miss with a 19.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you get? You got a
15.
Oh yeah, 15
Now
for
she
the.
gets that 6.
Yeah, so that's a miss. But did you roll a D6? Or did you want to roll the D6? You have to. Yeah, you have to get more than a 4, right?
At least.
Yeah, it was just
Or no,
hard.
oh no, sorry. You got 16, so or no, 15. Yeah, so you'd have to get
15
you have to get at least 5 on the D6 if you're going to use that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold off for now.
I think
I
you would have
am going to tuck a little bit more behind this wall.
Good move.
All right,
Comes.
Okay, you hear
that's my turn.
the Grell say something.
Oh, great.
We hear it say something.
Mm-hmm. Like, and it's not in your mind. It's you can physically see it.
Verbally.
You can't. Well, you can't really see it because it's heavily obscured, but you can hear it say something that like audibly. Yeah.
It audibly speaks, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Obviously, it wants to have a conversation.
What does it audibly say, sir?
It says something like.
Ah, yes, very useful information. Thank you, Grell. You've made us reconsider our actions.
I would say you don't know what it says.
Does anybody speak Grell?
Does anybody speak Grell? No.
No.
I speak a whole lot of Elvish.
Oh,
Is that even a language
Thank you.
in the in the rule book?
thank you very much. In fact,
I know
I am
this.
Elvish.
Well,
No,
I
Miss Goblin.
literally have Elvish language down twice in my languages.
Elvish,
Just
Elvish
Elvish,
Presley.
Yeah, I guess it's deep Elvish and high Elvish. Underdark Elvish and or surface Elvish, something, I don't know. But I got some Elvish.
Hi, Elvish. Well, hello there, Priscilla. Anyway, so go ahead. So Jessa moved. The Grell philosopher speaks.
Mhm.
Did it call itself the philosopher in its language? Is that what happened there?
It does something. It says something. You're not 100% sure what it says. But then it moves inside the cloud. If you would like to take an opportunity attack with the Steel Defender, you could.
Sir Dubus of Duber, cometh thee forth. Come here. Come here,
Like,
buddy.
if it actually communicated that it was a philosopher, I would feel bad about fighting it. That's why I asked.
I mean, I'll try. I doubt it'll hit, but
Yeah.
I mean,
It's up to you, but
Yeah,
you could always get a natural 20 or whatever. You know.
Never know, yeah. It could always land out.
Nat 20,
arrived.
nat 20 hits anything, remember?
You gotta.
Say hi, Dubus.
Even if its armor class is 35. I mean, wait, no, I'm just kidding.
If this armor class were 35, then we actively need to cause every possible natural disaster that can happen in a cave simultaneously.
Flush out of natural disasters, guy.
Where's my
Right? Flood, cave-in, explosion.
Where's my summon purple worm?
I would say, cast shatter, upskill it a level.
I don't have a whole lot of
All right,
aces
so,
left up in the sleeve. Nice.
So force and power to
I
run
haven't used
misses.
any key points.
All right, Jinyuka.
Well, first I'll offer for a call to
Set him down or
Get out.
hop off.
step down.
Okay.
Because I am going into combat with this thing, and
All right.
I love it. Up in there.
Do
how it's
what you need to do.
All right, you gonna hop down,
You know,
Car, or you gonna stay on
Januka
his
is
shoulders?
our saving grace in this fight. I'm not even gonna lie.
Ka,
This is the moment where Januka is the hero.
Yep.
is Ka, you gonna get down or are you gonna stay on Januka's
If
shoulders?
Januka's asking me to get down, then I will get down.
She's just offering because she's saying she's gonna run into battle basically.
Oh. Well then, in that case, I still got your back.
All right, she's gonna
Oh,
stay
there
on
you
there.
go.
All right.
all right.
So Januka and Ka, you go running into there.
Again, well, first, as my bonus action, I will become large.
Okay. So Ka, you are now a
paladin and
ways
the
into the
cleric
air.
charging into the honest fight.
Let's hope Ka's not afraid of heights. What? How tall is Januka normally?
She's hold on.
Don't you like 8 feet almost?
I thought she was like 7, almost
7
8.
something, yeah.
7 foot something? Yeah.
It's on your second sheet on the bio sheet.
Character bio.
I'm still not used to this.
7'10".
Careful.
7'10".
All right.
7'10".
Yeah, so 14 foot, 15 foot, 5 inches or something like that.
That's high. Woo. Yeah. Hope we ain't afraid of height.
Be 14
I'm
foot plus
agreeing.
14 foot plus 20 inches. So no, so 15 foot, 6 inches,
8 inches.
8 inches. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
My math is hard. Okay. Anyway,
And then I move in.
all right.
Yeah, that's a long ways up.
Now you will be at disadvantage because you are in a heavily obscured area. The upside to that is that would be the Grell would be at disadvantage against you also.
It hinders
Probably.
Um,
You should probably have to roll dexterity check.
As
Make
you-
sure you don't hit it with
as
ace
you-
as he goes running in there.
well, as you come into the area though,
Uh-huh.
It will be. And actually, it won't be at disadvantage because it has blind sight. But
Look at my shit.
so it swings one of the lightning lances toward you.
Okay, and misses.
Yep.
This is too far.
And I will do my, well, I can't use my bonus action to shield bash because I did use my bonus action to grow, so I will, again, toss the shield in the air, grab my new hammer with both hands,
Mm-hmm.
and slam it with my new Warhammer +3.
Missed opportunity, Januka should have been like, try someone on for your own size or something like that. You know, like, take on someone your
Is
own
Januka's-
size or something.
Yeah, that's
So, I'm believing
18 is a miss. You want to use it? You want to use inspiration?
Sure, I'll use inspiration.
we got to gauge where it is at least armor class wise.
Right.
We're looking kind of. Well,
Okay, now you've hit.
dang it,
Alright.
that doesn't help us. 23 is a hit.
So
though,
it's
we know
it's
that
between 18 and 23. You know.
much. And we know it's not.
It's actually you know it's
not
actually
19.
I was gonna say actually you know it's between 19 and 23. So
So you know it's
We're
gonna
gonna
be 22 or 21, 22.
all right, 8 damage.
Yeah, 8 damage. And I take my,
Oh,
my
damn,
second,
cross up next. That's nice.
take my second attack. Oh, 29, I think will hit.
29 does hit.
What was the other roll? Was it a nat 20?
So 14.
Yeah, that actually should be a natural 20. I don't know why it didn't register.
Is that a nat 20? Yep. No, it's a 18.
It's 18. But I was saying, what was because
Okay.
The
gives me disadvantage.
yeah, the previous roll was a.
So,
Oh yeah, okay. So I guess you didn't. That wasn't the 29 wasn't at disadvantage though. So what's the next roll? Is what he's. That's the 14, right? So.
Right.
Oh no, that's damage.
right. Damage 14.
So what's
I
so
didn't
yeah
roll-
so what's the because that didn't actually do the damage unless your next roll is also over 23.
I was gonna say backscale the inspiration and just count this.
Oh.
14, I will miss.
Well, he would have still had to use the inspiration for the other one, but
The first attack, yeah, that's what I was saying.
yeah.
Oh, can I use the lucky point to eliminate the disadvantage?
You can use lucky to re-roll a 20-sider. Basically, I believe that's how it works.
Yeah, basically. An attacker.
Let's see.
Whatever.
Not
Yeah.
auspicious warning. Not Whales from the Grave.
There it is.
Lucky. Okay, so you can spend 1 luck point to give yourself advantage on the roll. So yeah, so you could cancel out the disadvantage on that second roll. Yeah, and then that would count as a hit. So 14 damage.
I'll do that then.
All right, that sounds good.
Oop.
All right. All's fair there. All's fair in love and beating the snot out of your enemies.
And that should be the end of my turn. As
All
I
right.
catch the shield when it falls.
All right, Ka.
I have a plan. Don't
So do
worry.
I have a plan.
I'm here to help.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my action to cast Gust of Wind.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad you did that.
Gust of Wind in a line, 60-foot line. To clear this fog and hit this so-called philosopher.
Okay. So gust of wind blast the fog away.
Bye
And
bye,
then
fog.
a DC 18 strength
Now
save.
I see you.
DC 18 strength check. It fails. So how far does it go?
Yikes! It critically fails.
Where's Ka?
It gets moved. It gets pushed 15 feet away.
15 feet. Yeah, right back to where it was.
Perfect.
I love it. Oh, that's awesome. It's a melee range of that. It's my turn in a minute.
So since it's getting pushed away, can I get an attack of opportunity on it?
No, because it's force movement.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, it's close to something I can shadow step from.
I don't think I have any bonus actions I could use right now. I'm not gonna move. I'm staying put. That's my turn.
All right, Grandolith.
All right. One, two. So I'm going to move. I'm going to probably throw this. Well, let me see here.
Oh, and that ends bless for everyone because I'm concentrating on gust of wind.
60.
Yeah, in bless. Jeez, no blessing.
Is it considered in melee range of this piece? So I have advantage when I attack it. Doesn't matter where I'm at.
As far as, like,
you mean
sneak
your
attack?
you mean your sneak attack? Yes, because it's got an ally within 5 feet. Yes.
All right. So I'm just going to run up my 30 feet, teleport the other 30 feet to appear right behind it, make my attacks. So we'll start with.
I don't think it's advantage though. I think you just get the sneak attack unless you're flanking.
It's
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Well, it's yeah. Well, you'd have to be up here to be flanking.
All right, I can get there. Here?
Yeah, here. Yeah.
Even easier to get to. Okay. So now I'm flanking. I have advantage. I will start with striker twice. Critical.
Remember, also raw is
Critical.
raw
Nice.
flanking is here or here, but we do like these, flank areas too.
Yeah.
Are you
okay,
sure
so
you don't have rapier mastery?
Oh
just
dang!
went to-
Another one?
Mhm.
Back
let's roll
to
2d20s.
Two in a row?
Yes, dude.
That's illegal.
You just watched it happen.
It's unlikely, but it's possible.
with party members like Grandolith and Januka, who really needs to worry about?
All right, you know
Grell?
what? Oh dang!
It's
You know what? Okay,
8
so
for the first one on the chart, 17 for the second one on the chart. I'm
okay,
feeling good
roll
about this.
roll your damage dice twice, add them together, and roll on the major injury chart. So you're gonna roll your damage.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna use my. That's the first one's getting a
That-
sneak attack. You want to
The
be
second-
nasty.
Oh, and they're both the same result. 17 and 18 are both the same result. So you're gonna roll
you do it twice.
roll that damage twice.
That's right. Give it a brain injury.
That's the idea.
Give it an aneurysm. There we go.
Then the other ones, I roll that one twice too.
Oh, he's using
Yep.
a piercing weapon, so wouldn't it be more like a lobotomy?
Yeah, a brainotomy. Yeah.
So all of that damage.
Yeah, one more time. Oh wait,
One
no,
more
no,
time.
no, wait, no, that is, yeah, no, you did it right. You did twice down there. Okay, I didn't see that.
Won't be doing any philosophy after this.
Oh boy. All right, so how
Nine.
much total damage is that?
Give me a second. It's 10, 20.
Hours.
4,
Eight, yeah.
12, that's 36, and then 11, that is 47.
Holy, holies. 47 damage. You know, I was going to do something. I was thinking, well, next good hit on somebody that gives good thing, but it ain't gonna matter. It wouldn't matter because it's a nat 20. So, all right. You can hear it shriek. This time, Joe, you kind of hear that mental shriek, but you also hear it audibly shriek, and everybody hears it audibly shriek.
I bet. That's just ridiculous.
All right, and Folidar.
I shadow step. Getting a lot of use out of shadow step. Can I just mention it's key pointless, which is what makes it great. You don't
That's way
take-
more than 47 points of damage.
Hmm?
That's way more than 47 points of damage.
from the attack rolls, because you use sneak attack too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Or is it just
Well,
less
here,
of the
just,
two
here
rolls?
we just go 9 and 7 is 16, 9 and 6 is 15.
Oh, because you did those other rolls after. Yeah, my bad. That's more than 47 at this point.
So just the top 4 were 47, or what?
So I had it like this: 15, and 16, 31. 31 plus 10, 41, and then the next one came up. That's actually 54 plus the two from below that, which is
78 points of damage.
78. Okay, so 47 and 78 is another 31.
I got 78 points altogether.
yeah.
So it'd be another 31.
That's
Alright.
ridiculous. Wow.
Dang. That's hardcore. All right, go ahead, Foladar.
Anyways, Shadow Step, which allows me to just stand right behind it.
Yes,
Uh,
it does.
like and also since I've used Shadow Step, the attack roll that I do will have advantage. Although we all know I have a history of my attacks tending to be on the low end of things.
And that's a
So-
resistance this round.
So we're gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna take my quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for my 2 attacks.
All right.
First one.
That's a miss.
Okay, so now that I've gotten 13, hold on. I do have key field attacks. I have 6 key points currently. Each key field, each attack when I miss, I can
You
add.
didn't do it at advantage, by the way.
You said
What?
what? Oh,
Your
she's right
advantage.
actually. Yeah, let me roll that again. Let me turn advantage on first.
Yeah, advantage, yeah.
Do myself a disservice there.
Well, actually, you'd have to
There
be
we
in a
go.
different spot to do advantage.
No, Shadow Step.
No, Shadow Step.
Wait, what? Shadow step at advantage? Oh,
I have Shadow
because
Step.
yeah, but does that give you advantage?
Yes, when you
I
Shadow
gotcha,
Step, the attack out of Shadow Step gives you
Okay.
advantage.
Yep. Okay.
So,
So 19
That-
still doesn't hit though.
but I have focused aim. So I'm gonna burn 1 key point to turn that 19.
You should still be blessed too. So that 1d4.
No, he dropped blessed because
Oh, did
just
he?
to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna use 1 key point of my 6, and I'm gonna increase that roll by 2. Which makes it 21 now.
All right. And then
So
that
still
hits.
miss? Okay, I was about to say, 'cause
That would hit, except for when you do that, he goes like this.
can I continue to? Oh, that's 5.
He's within 5 feet of me, and he's casting a spell. I will make a reaction attack of opportunity.
All right.
I hit Mage Slayer now.
Additionally, I was gonna go ahead and add a couple of more key points. Just to be funny, just to be like, oh yeah, and then I add 3 more. I add 3 more key points into that. Another nat 20.
What the heck?
Not bad.
Joe's got it rigged.
I
All right, go ahead and roll that d20.
A 5.
5. I wouldn't use the
Yeah.
key points though, Deontay.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
The nat 20 just needs its own moment. It has to stand alone.
5 is good hit. Do the maximum possible damage with those dice. So it would
Oh.
be 2d8 plus 5.
21.
Yeah. 16, 21, yeah.
21. Which,
Wait.
what?
Yeah. 21.
Yeah.
22.
Which
Yeah.
which will bring it down, and it falls to the ground and drops 2 lightning lances.
I would like to believe that I did something in this moment.
That's what you would like to believe.
Right? Yeah, like that. I like the idea that my attack is the reason. Like they're like, oh, I'll shield. Perfect distraction. No.
Yeah.
Fucker trying to help. No.
On my end, it's just a wasted key point, basically. But nah, that's not true. I had to burn the key point for him to use shield.
So the lightning lances have 13 and 16 charges, respectively.
Got no interest, bro.
I'm gonna
they're
just you're gonna see me just shadily
Oh
grab
wait!
the
I
lightning
take that back.
lances.
One has 12. I take that back.
And like delusional, just like
No. I definitely.
What a wing it has, though. I'm
'Cause
interested.
He tried
in that.
because he tried to use the one to attack somebody. I can't remember, but
Me.
yeah, okay.
It's
So
Jimmy.
yeah, that's what I thought. So it's one less one less charge. So it's 12 and 16, or 12 or 13 and 15, depending on how you want to do it. 13 and 15, we'll do that.
Okay.
Bountiful knowledge. Bountiful
Well-
knowledge.
I will take one of those. Thank you.
And it falls to the ground, and
I want that ring.
the ring. You think the ring would be better served on somebody who was a dexterity person?
I am a dexterity. I am a dexterity person.
That doesn't wear armor.
Depending on what it is, I might shed my armor.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yes, it would be the equivalent of. Hold on, let me double check and make sure it's the same, because.
Yeah.
I've
been trying to get rid of my armor for a while.
Oh well, in that case, this might be a good opportunity.
I was gonna say, me being the unarmored person of the team got real perked up for a second. They're like, "Whoa!" And something else that can completely negate the fact that I'm supposed to be fast.
Okay, it is a ring of armor.
Uh-huh.
Oh, actually,
And adds +3 to armor class
I'm going to beg for that item.
while wearing no armor.
Because it's. I was gonna say, yeah, +3 with no armor works for. Wait, yeah, no, hold on.
Wait,
Wait
while
a
wearing
second.
while wearing no armor and using no shield.
Ah! It's
And
custom made
using
for a monk.
no shield. It's
Yeah, it
basically
kinda
like
is.
bracers of defense, only
I've
one
never
point higher.
needed anything in this entire campaign as much as I need 3. Please.
Well,
Could have killed the
that might be
monster then.
my exaggeration,
He
but
should have killed
yeah.
the monster then.
I'm just like, I was trying to. He took that
How
from
big
me.
is this thing's beak?
You took that kill from me.
oh, there's a caveat. Or any other form of magical protection.
Yet
Does that
I don't have
include
anything
rings
of that nature.
protection?
I cut this thing's beak off, right?
Yeah.
And I hand it to him. I'm like, how about runner up?
Do our rings of protection count against that?
Yep.
I asked him, what of another ring? And I take off my ring of protection. And I do it very alluringly, like, oh.
Oh.
Hey, you
What do
could.
you got there?
Do you have a ring of protection already, Joe?
I got a +1 ring of protection, so
Yeah, yeah. So,
But what
so
about
that,
2
so
plus
a
1?
second one you could attune to a second one, and then you could have 2 rings of protection.
well, I don't know. What do you think about this beak, though?
It,
I don't.
it's a beak.
What would your armor class be with this ring?
Do you-
20.
Do you know what it would be? Would it be 20?
It would be 20.
Nice.
It would be 20.
It would be 20.
My armor class with this ring would be much less.
Exactly.
much
Protection.
less.
I will take your ring of protection. though,
Okay, so
absolutely.
we're just gonna trade our little rings here. Just gonna go ahead and
That would give me a 20 armor class too. So we'll both have a
Exactly.
20 armor class this way, and I like that.
Now, do you have an
'cause
open?
I have
Do you have an
the
open
ring gave me,
attunement
what,
slot?
18?
Joe, do you have an open attunement slot?
I sure do. I
Okay.
should have tuned the ring of protection. Well, I don't think I have anything attuned my lions, maybe.
Yeah, your lions. Okay, so the Grell. Wait, maybe not the lion. No, I think the lions do. I think the figurines of Wonders Power do require attunements, or most of them do. The beak isn't worth a whole lot.
No, that was just
Who's got the high survival, by the
Hold on.
way?
I'm the one who rolled nat 20 on survival on Grell knowledge.
Yeah, you do have a good knowledge. Okay, you would know that Grell's tend to have a paralytic poison.
Ooh, interesting.
Can I see that?
Had you guys spoken Grell, uh, you would have known it would have said, are you here to talk, or are you here to be eaten?
Neither. We're here to beat your ass.
If he's so smart, he should learn some common.
Really?
He doesn't get a lot of visitors that he doesn't eat.
Sees a bunch of humanoids and speaks Grell. Genius play, philosopher.
He
Can I
doesn't speak common.
harvest that poison?
You can.
And the thing is,
Grandolith is able to harvest a vial of poison,
All right.
2 Grell tentacles, and
All right.
and the hide that covers the brainy area of the Grell.
Yes. I like it. I
So
want it all.
the formidable tentacles of a Grell make fine whips once they're removed, dried, treated, and fitted with a handle.
Did you say whips?
Yeah, whips. Many Underdark societies have been using whips made from Grell, both for their strength and their intimidation factor. A Grell's poison is known to paralyze hapless victims, leaving them helpless as the Grell flies away with them to be devoured. You can use this gland, this vial, to coat up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition, or 1 slashing or piercing weapon. Applying the poison takes 1 minute, so you just apply it like normal. But for the next minute, any creature successfully hit must succeed on a DC 15 con save or be poisoned, and the poison target is paralyzed.
Sweet.
And it can
How many
repeat the
Grell
same-
tentacles are there?
There's 2 Grell tentacles, and then a vial of poison. So.
All right, so let me add this ring of armor real quick, and I'm gonna add that to, I guess, inventory.
I'm gonna give that vial of poison over to Jessa because I don't actually use poison.
Yeah, yep. And she was the one I was looking for. Now you do know, Jessa, that the poison itself is worth 30 gold pieces per vial.
I'm Walter White in the backseat of the cop car right now. I was just like, don't don't give her more poison.
The tentacles are worth the tentacles are worth 3 gold pieces each.
Yeah, I'm not selling them.
If
Making whip.
you're wanting to sell them. And the hide itself is extremely sensitive to certain stimuli that completely bypasses the senses of most humanoids. It's extremely difficult to remove intact, but you were able to successfully do it with that high survival roll. The hide can be used to craft armor that grants you a sort of sixth sense, similar to a Grell.
Ooh, nice.
Light armor?
It's gonna be like a leather armor essentially. So it'll be light.
Just a
light.
helmet out of it?
What's that?
Could I just make a helmet out of it? Or
Uh,
do they have armor?
it's normally a specific thing.
Right.
But I guess Folidar would probably have this knowledge. It's called a Grell jerkin,
Okay.
which is
I-
basically like a leather vest. And while
I
wearing
do
the,
have that knowledge.
while
but
wearing this jerkin, you become particularly sensitive to the vibrations and electrical currents around you.
I have this knowledge, but I just want to point out that I wouldn't have told Grandalif because I don't want to see the Mind Flayer head again.
So then Folidar, you would also know that while you're wearing the jerkin, it does require attunement, but while you're wearing the jerkin, you have a blind sight with a range of 60 feet.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at it going, this is going to make me a nice cloak.
Yeah, it definitely will do that. How are you with electrical currents?
Since they do all this electrical stuff, I imagine it's kind of like a radial frequency emitter that they're doing this echolocation thing with now.
Which, when you talk about the currents, once again, there was a call-based strategy that could have been in play.
All right, so where are you guys headed from here? You guys are out of turn order, but
I mean, job done. What are we? I forgot what our mission here was, but we kind of I did a little more than scout.
Check the room and then head
I
south.
mean, we have to get
Do we wanna
through.
rest?
yeah,
Do we want to rest?
yeah, there is a thing, like to the south and whatever. So there is that.
I did burn one key point, and that is lethal in battle.
And you don't know that this was the beginning and or end of the Grell nest either. So like,
That's also true. He was the philosopher. They have to have some sort of adjacent war, like a Republican.
you
Democrat
know
type
that
of
you know that
situation.
you would know that just from your Grell knowledge that you had there, Fuladar, that the philosopher types generally are kind of control the other types, and often there'll be also a patriarch that controls everybody.
You share that information with us.
So
in the hive mind. So to
I
speak.
do. After I investigate to discover that this is a Grell philosopher, I go. So, I would hate to spoil our revelry, but this is not the Grell patriarch.
Well, I say we dump what's left of it that we ain't taking with us in that water hole, and go
Yeah.
rest up, come back and do this again later.
Januka, if
And
you so kindly.
you guys also do remember that that area right by the beginning, that alcove. You guys could actually go and kind of camp out there probably and be fairly
That's
safe.
what I was thinking. Also,
That's a good place.
Or
We
you
have a
guys,
house.
assuming that there's no more eels in the water, there might be some place around that bend that you could camp, but
I mean,
you
we can
know,
always use more
that
food.
takes
so.
more exploration. So,
right?
are
Ah,
are any of
Check
you
out the
going to
other
are any of you going to check out any of the bioluminescent
I would.
vegetation?
It would be.
I would say, yeah, it seems like that's something
Great,
Jessa would be
thank you.
best equipped to.
All right, before we do that, we'll get you guys getting ready to go on a rest too. But we'll get you guys 1 second here.
I would say we are coming up close to the end time.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap up here pretty quick. But give you that.
What's the experience?
Yeah, yep, that's what I was just getting ready to do.
I saw it coming. Hit me.
Yeah, there ain't enough to help me any. I just leveled. That's right. But it'll be building up higher and higher.
This ring has single-handedly made my class significantly more powerful.
Dude, you just brought me back up, all the way up to 20 AC without a shield, so I'm cool with that.
There's the ring of protection. I thought that was the ring of protection was for saving throws.
No, it's +1 armor class and +1 to saving throws.
Oh, okay, nice.
At least I have a +3 to my saving throws now.
Yeah, see, that is sick.
Holy shit.
And if you're near me, you've got a +6.
Does the ring of armor help saving throws, Brian?
Learning your armor, no, it's just +3 to armor class.
That's okay. I'll take it. That's fine. It's okay. I still want it.
Yeah, that's how that particular patriarch had a 20 armor class. Okay.
He had a 20, of course. Of course.
Still did not stop me from hitting it twice with my hammer.
Yeah, that's true. And it did get caught on multiple
Well,
attacks
and
from the
if
Nat 20 master
if I could have foreseen that that those multiple crits were incoming, I would have had him cast shield way on earlier, which could have protected him from some of that lighter damage, and then he might
There's
still
some
be
great
alive.
irony.
But I can't
Hold on.
foresee that, so
There's
Hold
some
on.
great irony.
I have to insist that you absolutely should have seen that because you've been playing with Grandolph for how long now? You've been with Grandolph for how long now? You know
it would
at
have been
least
fine though if you hadn't got 3 in a row. Come on, that's insane. That's
It's so funny because you use shield on my measly little staff attack.
and then he turned around
And
nat
that,
20s
and
anyway.
that was the death kneel that caused the last critical to fall. That caused
Yeah.
the loss.
So you guys get 1,520 XP each, which
1,520
may put you guys
experience.
up to the next level. Not Joe, but might put you guys at Joe's level now.
Wait, so say that one more time.
11520. It's in chat. Somebody I'll do Cutlers.
So that would be 28. Hold on. Wait, hold on. 1520.
Yep.
37.
1520. And what are you guys at currently?
That's 28,098.
28,098. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm at 37,938. Sorry.
Color has 28 of 23,000. What is 23,000? That was 6th level, right?
That's 7th level.
That was right.
Or
after
yeah, 7th.
we
Yeah, 7th
leveled
level.
up.
I mean, yeah. So what is the next level? What is 8? 40,
34.
34. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. So what's the final tally that we're sitting at?
I have
28098.
Yeah, 28,098 experience points.
Yeah, 28098.
You know, I feel like there's a couple situations from this ninth session that are going to make some nice clips.
Well, way ahead of you. Well, I got way ahead of you early, but at the second half there, I was fearing for my life, so I was certain that death was inevitable.
Let me open this transmog here. Let me see.
What are you talking
Transmog.
about? I had your back the whole time.
That is not untrue. I was definitely saved by Januka and Grandalif, being Januka and Grandalif respectively. took all of the heat off of me.
And I always got some healing words in my back pocket. You're
Exactly.
golden.
All right. Good.
I am a defender paladin, so I mean,
I would say at the rate of how things are going, I can just go back to being a librarian.
All right. What do you want to do? What do you want to do as far as do you want to go ahead and give me a couple rules for thing, or do you want me to make a note of it and we'll pick it up next time for searching through the vegetation?
It doesn't matter which way.
All right. Well, give me a couple
Also-
D100 rules.
Alright.
Let's go ahead and give that one of those lances to Januka, and then give the other one back. Actually, I'm gonna give Call the cooler one, the one with 15 charges.
That's actually I don't need a lance.
A modest individual. Here, have both of them.
Oh no! Oh god!
So modest. Modesty should be rewarded.
Is it-
After I research it.
Or is it a melee attack?
Give me a D100 roll,
Sure.
Taylor.
D100.
Yep.
98. Oh, if I would have gotten 100, I would have been so happy.
Got it.
So you found out that was
Okay.
the item.
21.
There's but a book I must have.
All right, hold on one second.
Oh, my
That's-
Okay, so what's the first roll? 55.
Yes.
55. One of the things that you find is a green cap mushroom. It's a brightly green colored cap.
Ooh,
Um,
delicious.
These mushrooms are tend to ward off those who might think about eating them. That's why they're brightly green colored. But the bright green color makes a wonderful dye when large quantities of these are boiled. They do have a tendency to stain the fingers of anyone who touches them, though. And they're perfectly edible and not poisonous or anything like that. So, but
I like the idea that I
they do
just
tend to
use
make
for
you have that green tongue look, like you ate a popsicle, you know. But you know.
Oh yeah, all about it. I got a green tongue. for a couple months.
Fluorescent green, yeah. All right, and next one was 76.
Yep.
76 is a very rare white mushroom.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It usually only grows in forests that are inhabited by fae.
Is
Um,
it the
Ooh.
Vacay?
uh, peeling away the skin, reveals a sort of core of valuable blue metal found nowhere else. It is called a sylvan hat mushroom.
I'll trade you 3 of my green ones for 1 of your blue ones.
The here. Let's see. We're gonna the cluster. Let
Now,
me
what can
do
you
two
do
d
with said
four.
valuable blue metal?
I don't know.
Oh
This
wow!
one
I
is
rolled 2 4s.
nice.
What?
So the cluster of 8 mushrooms is worth about 5 gold pieces per mushroom.
Is there enough of that metal to make a item out of?
Probably a dagger, small dagger.
Oh, look
I
at that.
kind of want that metal.
Someone got even more dangerous.
I
Let's
kind of want
see.
that metal.
Kind of want that metal. 98.
Yeah.
It would if you made a dagger out of it, it would be worth a lot more money than what the metal alone is worth.
Yeah, we should make a dagger out of that and sell the dagger.
Just based on rarity. Um, Jinyuka, you got 18
Now hear me out.
Yep.
Crossbow bolts.
blue tip crossbow bolts. Okay. Jinyuki, you found something called the Magillicus tempesti, or storm mushroom. It's a relatively large turquoise mushroom that can change weather with the release of spores. Often, this ability is used to dampen the environment and call forth a small storm when in danger. When disturbed, the mushroom releases spores in an upward cone that do 1d6 necrotic damage upon exposure. It should be lightning, I think, but no, it's necrotic. Or actually, it should be poison. A small magical, yeah, it should be poison. A small magical lightning storm is formed in a 40-foot circle around the mushroom for 1d8 rounds, and all creatures who fail their saving throws take 1d4 lightning damage. So that would be if you hadn't harvested them properly.
Okay.
Wait, where'd it go? There it is. So you could actually possibly plant them and use this ability,
I don't think so.
or you could try to
that's right,
grow
from-
some. It would be a good thing around, like if you had a fortification, if you grew them there.
Cool.
And hold on.
Do we have fortification to grow them? I really like them. I
So
want to make
instead of having a moat
a
that I
bracelet
have,
out of that metal.
And unfortunately, there's only one of those. Hold on, there is, what was the other one? The green one. Oh, dang it. /R3D4. Where are you at? There are 5 of the green caps
Okay.
in the clusters. And then I think the last one is Cause roll. No, not Deontay's roll, 98.
There we go.
And then the last one is Cause, but Deontay's roll is next. And Deontay's is a very interesting one. These capped mushrooms grow in clusters of 5.
Nice.
Now, what you mostly see here are blue ones, but there are at least one of each color. Hang on, go ahead and roll 1d4 for me, Deontay.
1, of course.
Is that what you rolled? Okay. So there's one of these clusters of 5, and each cap is at least that you can harvest. There's probably more, but you can't harvest them. Basically, they're too damaged or too whatever from the fight. But each of the caps are colored to match a chromatic dragon. So blue, red, white, black, and green. When ingested, each mushroom grants the consumer resistance to the damage that type corresponds to the color of the caps. So red for fire, blue for lightning, green for poison, so on. However, eating more than one mushroom within an 8-hour period is harmful to the body and causes 1d6 or 1d8 necrotic damage for each mushroom ingested. including the original one.
I'm already necrotic, sir.
So
I'm just downing all of those shrooms, and we're going on a trip. No,
it's called Tiamat's Toadstool.
the Tiamat
Uh-oh.
toadstools are mine.
All right, and 21 was what Ka ended up with.
I do pull out my journal and document this, the shape and nature of the toadstools.
And I am putting these in the chat here, so if you guys want to add them to a party treasure thing or
Oh, that would be nice if
session
someone did
notes or
that.
something, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I put it as a regular note. I didn't put it in treasure free.
Okay,
I'm going to the Tiamat toadstools just in case.
Ka, you recognize this tiny golden mushroom. It's harmless to the touch and delicious to eat raw. It will, you know that it will give its consumer 1d6 bonus to Constitution for 10 hours. I think it means like
checks or
Constitution.
saves?
I think it means like Constitution checks or saves. Like yeah, either one. However, certain alchemists know that if it's collected in bulk and distilled into a thick golden syrup, the concoction can be used to turn copper, silver, and other base metals into gold.
Oh shit!
It is called Boletus Arumni. But go ahead and give me a d6 roll, Ka.
Also, have we established who the chef of the team is? Who's been cooking?
Is
our
mine.
meals?
I don't think you have a chef. Okay, so there are 4 of these. There are 4 Boletus Alumni. So,
So I'll
so
add that-
potentially you could have, like a means to turn metal into gold. And that's
I think
all.
I'll just
So-
eat them. All
Think
of
you'll
them
just
right
eat them?
now.
Eat them all?
Metal.
Wait, Carl
They're
is
so
like the most
delicious.
valuable being in the realms because he has insane artistic skill. His magic has
There we go.
promoted us, and he's also apparently the luckiest being in all of existence.
All right, so
Oh shucks, you're just saying that.
He's grabbed in this run. He got the lance, the 2 diamonds, the these mushrooms of gold, literal Midas touch mushrooms here.
right.
And I'm just like, God, at this point, he's gonna just there's some god is gonna just be like, I award you my seat. I'm on the upper echelon.
So are we gonna
Yeah,
move?
come on.
Are you?
Kill him.
So are you guys gonna move
You
back
already
to
have
the alcove?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
We'll move you
already
back to
have
the
God's
alcove.
actual favor, like direct favor.
Are we taking a short rest or a long rest?
That's up to you. Oh, I
Take a
got you
long
wrong,
rest,
wrong
honest.
spot here, but there you go. Okay.
All right, if we're
Yeah,
taking
no.
a long rest,
And you
I
may
would
take a
love
long
this.
rest. Yep.
I'll protect the narrow opening in the alcove. I'm gonna bust out one of my new spells. Let's cast Wyvern Watch.
Ooh.
Like,
Wyvern Watch.
like,
Here, I'll post it.
He says Wyvern Watch his invocation. I just be like, I don't see what the time is has to do with anything.
I don't
Okay,
think that sucks.
so it is. I believe it's 10 feet, but I'm not.
And I say that because if you didn't know, Wyvern Watch is basically
What's the
invisible.
area effect on there for?
Range is 90 feet. If any creature other than the
hours.
caster moves within 10 feet
10 feet.
of the object it struck with the wyvern.
Yep. Okay, so it's a 10-foot area, and it's 10 foot of the wyvern.
Yeah.
So you can see the wyvern on the map there, and I'll even give it to you. Then that way you can post it where you would like to post it.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and.
You can post around the corner and up the path if you want. Like so, like
Yeah, it like the narrowest point.
So you guys will have like plenty of notice if anybody's
Yeah.
coming this way. Oop,
Mm-hmm.
there you
You get an alarm spell you can drop just after that.
go.
No, this is my alarm.
This
But if
also
it goes
is-
off, it notifies me.
Yeah.
I wish I miss being a wizard often.
Yeah, and
Like-
if anybody goes near it, it'll paralyze it too. Like if it hits something, they have to make that save or be
Mhm.
paralyzed. Wait, what's your spell save DC, Ka? It's 15,
But I'll
right?
tell you.
Or-
It's linked to my wisdom. My wisdom's lower than my
Oh,
charisma.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Lilith is a bad mofo, though.
Yeah. Well, the
Regard-
wisdom perception check is at 20 to spot it. Like it's basically invisible, especially in dim light or darkness.
Yeah, we put it in darkness.
But darkness is 20, and dim light it's 15.
15.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So and it's completely dark down here. You guys just see it as dim light because you guys all have night vision, so or dark vision. So.
Yeah. Except for the few spots where it's dim light because of the mushrooms.
Right. Very dim. Yeah. So.
Dim is dim.
I'm embarrassed because I just found out that I do in fact have shield.
Ah.
All right.
I have a shield.
So we'll wrap up there with the long rest. Long rest. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, hopefully. Oh, wait, 2 weeks. Let me double check something real quick, cause.
And we got a holiday coming up.
Oh, Memorial Day weekend is this
Memorial
next coming
Day.
weekend, so I think we're gonna do no streams this next coming weekend because it's Memorial Day weekend.
I
But
need-
Rise of the Drow people, I need to talk to them and see if they want to do Rise of the Drow, but we'll see. But anyways, so thanks for joining us on Action Surge, where imagination collides with the roll of the dice. We battle fearsome foes, forge unforgettable memories together, and as this session draws to a close, remember the journey never truly ends. Keep rolling those dice and weaving those tales. Farewell, and don't forget to check out Action Surge 5e on all the platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that good stuff. And until next time, give us a like and subscribe, share, and may all your actions surge.
3 crits in a row.
3 crits in a row.
Man, D.
Gather round, adventurers bold in the realm where tales unfold. The podcast of heroes, a quest divine, where imagination takes flight. Let's combine. Roll the dice, let the story begin. Monsters and magic, the battles within. From dragons to dungeons, a thrilling ride. Action Surge podcast where